From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
Oh, hi, man. How's your stomach, Johnny?
What?
Rich food give you any trouble?
Who is this?
Why, your old buddy, Angie Orsatti.
Oh, hi, Angie. Glad you got my message.
Yeah. How about dinner tonight at Antoine's, Johnny? Shrimp gumbo, oysters, Rockefeller.
Yeah, sounds fine. Only I've got to do some work first.
Man, I thought you was here in New Orleans on vacation.
Nope, little matter of fire insurance and the company's check for $16,000.
Somebody trying to cheat him out of it, huh?
You won't believe this, Angie. Somebody turned it down.
What?
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Providential Fire and Marine, 787 Greenleaf Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Royal Street matter. Expense account item 1, $103.82, transportation to New Orleans. Item 2, $4.20, cab from the airport to the Roosevelt Hotel. After unpacking, I put in the call to my old friend Angie Orsatti. Nobody knows the French Quarter or the people living there like Angie does. For 3 months of the winter, he stays in the swamp, trapping muskrats. The rest of the year, he lives with his mother near the Cabildo. Angie wasn't in, but his mother said she knew where to reach him, and 5 minutes later, he returned my call. We arranged to meet for dinner, then I phoned the agent who had sold the policy in question. His name's Binford, and naturally, he was anxious to see me. C.D. Binford's office is on the 3rd floor of the Hibernia Bank building. He's a stocky, red-faced man, probably in his late 50s.
Come in, Mr. Dollar. Come in.
Thanks.
Help yourself to the chair. Say, you fellas sure don't waste any time, do you?
We try not to, Mr. Binford.
C.D., boy.
What?
You call me C.D. like all the other folks do.
Oh, okay, C.D.
Yeah. Now, like I was saying, you boys sure don't waste any time at all. Why, I didn't even call the home office till day before yesterday.
I know. When was the fire?
Last week on Thursday night. What'd they tell you about it?
Well, not very much. Figured I'd get all the information from you.
Well, it's a doozy. First time I've ever run across a policyholder who wasn't yelling for us to pay him yesterday for his loss today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who is the insured, Mr. C.D.?
Man named Dupas, Henry Dupas. Took out a policy for $48,000. That's full coverage on his antique shop down on Royal Street.
How long ago?
August, just 3 months back. I'd been after him for, maybe 5-6 months to buy some protection, but he kept saying didn't have the money.
Didn't have the money.
And one day I dropped in to see him about his car insurance, and right off he told me to write a policy giving him full fire coverage on the shop.
Well, how'd he arrange to pay it?
Cash, in full, the day I delivered the policy.
He tell you why he changed his mind?
Yeah, not exactly. Bet he mentioned something about times being better. I reckon they must have been.
Why'd he say that?
Well, a few days later, he had the back part of his shop all painted and fixed up. That's the part that burned. And he hired himself a girl to work in the office. A real good looker, too.
Well, what caused the fire? You know?
I sure do. Antique kerosene lamp got knocked over accidental. According to what Dupas told the fireman, he was in the back of the shop with a customer showing him the lamp.
Uh-huh.
When it fell, the fire started. The two of them tried to put it out. Reckon that's why they didn't call the fire department right off.
Uh-huh. And did Dupas tell you the same thing?
Dupas? He didn't tell me nothing.
Well, he reported the fire to you, didn't he?
He did not. And that's what's got me so riled up. I wouldn't know about it now if I hadn't dropped in there the other day.
Was Dupas there when you stopped in?
Yes, sirree. And when I saw how the place looked, the whole back of the store gutted out and a slew of his antiques destroyed, I let him have both barrels, I tell you.
Oh, what'd he say to that?
Well, nothing too much. Just acted like he wasn't interested in whether we paid for it or not. Didn't even ask for a claim form.
That's funny.
Sure is. I thought maybe he was so upset over losing some of his valuable antiques, he didn't know what he was doing. So, after I checked with the fire department, got a copy of their report, I typed up a claim for him.
You figured the damage at $16,000, right?
Mm-hmm. I knew how much he spent fixing up the back. When I'd issued the policy, I'd gotten an estimate on most of the antiques.
So what happened when you gave him the claim? He signed it?
He did not. Said to forget about the fire.
Huh?
And when I kept after him, he called me a busybody and told me to get out of his shop and stay out.
What do you think, C.D.? You have any idea why he didn't report it or sign that claim?
If I had, boy, I wouldn't have sent for you.
I left Binford's office and walked over to Canal Street. The sun had gone down and a cool breeze was coming in off the river, bringing with it the smell of coffee beans and fruit from the banana boats. I crossed Canal and turned onto Royal, heading into the French Quarter. When I reached Henry Dupas' antique shop, I stopped. There are a lot of antique shops on Royal. All of them look pretty much the same. The building's as old as the fine rosewood and mahogany pieces they shelter. There was nothing different about this one, at least from the outside. The fire had started and finished in the rear of the building. I tried the front door, but it was locked. I didn't think anyone would be there that late, but I knocked anyway.
Yes, who is it?
Mr. Dupas?
Who is it?
My name's Dollar, Mr. Dupas. I represent the Providential Fire Marine.
Why do you people persist in annoying me?
Well, we wouldn't if you'd tell us about the fire you
There's
had here.
nothing special about that fire, Mr. Dollar. It was an accident.
Well, then why didn't you file a claim? You're entitled to enough money to cover your
Mr.
loss.
Binford explained that to me quite carefully. If you haven't talked to him, Mr. Dollar, you should.
Oh, I've talked to him.
Well, then go away.
Well, not until you answer a few
No,
questions.
leave me alone, please.
I'd noticed an alley next to the shop that ended where the rear door had been. I started back along it, not quite sure what I was looking for or what I expected to find. But I was sure of one thing. Dupas was a frightened man. It was too dark to see anything at the end of the alley, so I returned to the street. Item 3, $30.50, phone call, taxi, and dinner for two at Antoine's.
Oh, man. Kind of nice, ain't it, Johnny?
Hmm?
Oh, the way it never changes. Same waiter, same chef, same clientele.
Yeah. Like another Cafe Royale, Ashy?
No, thanks. Well, Johnny,
Yeah?
well, when you going to ask me?
Ask you what?
Oh, don't kid me, John. You had that old bloodhound look in your eye ever since we sat down. What's the question?
Okay, Angie. What do you know about a man named Henry Dupas?
Dupas' antique shop?
That's right.
Oh, not much. Seen him around some's all.
Yeah, where?
Oh, you know what kind of places I like, Johnny.
Yeah, but I can't picture Dupas liking them.
Well, maybe he don't, but maybe that little old blonde he's been carrying with him does.
Blonde?
Yeah, you know, female, girl, bleached hair.
I know.
Yeah.
How old?
Oh, 24, 5. Yeah, real nice for old coot like him.
Real winter and spring, huh?
Yeah.
You seen them together often?
Oh, a few times. Saw him about 2 weeks ago at Butcher's place. Hey, you know something? I walked in there that night with a 5, and I walked out with 200. How about that?
Great. You know who the blonde is?
No, but I might be able to find out. You want?
Yeah, I want. I left Angie and started back toward Royal Street. On the way, I ran up item 4, $1.85 for one flashlight and batteries. The shades on Dupas' shop were drawn, but I could tell there were lights on inside. In the alley, a small pickup truck was parked near the side entrance to the shop. In the back of the truck, looking like they'd just been taken off the boat, were several stalks of bananas. There wasn't much else to see except the charred wood and refuse left in the alley after the fire. I started back toward the street when a man, a much larger man than Dupas, came out the side door and got into the truck. He turned over the engine and switched on the lights before I could get clear.
Hey, what are you doing there? Hold it, mister, right there. Here, buddy, you just hold it. What were you doing back there, huh?
Well, right now, mister, I'm wondering what this load of bananas is doing in an antique shop.
What is it, Carl?
Well, I just caught this guy snooping around in the back.
What? It's Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, that's right.
You know him, DePaul?
He's one of those insurance men I told you about.
Oh, well, What are you here for, Dollar? Didn't DuPont tell you he doesn't want any money from you people?
Now, why not? Because he's afraid we might have to take a good look around before paying
No,
off?
son.
Now, look, Dollar. Mr. DuPont has been okay with you people, so you got no reason to come snooping around. Especially after he's told you he don't want you around. So now maybe Mr. DuPont will have to do something to keep you away. Ain't that right, Mr. DuPont? You know what I mean.
Yes. Yes, all right, I'll do it, Carl. And he'll never bother us again.
Go on, Dollar. Get out of here.
At the time, I had no idea what they meant to do, so it wasn't easy to turn my back on them. But I did. And nothing happened. I went back to my hotel and hit the sack, and I must confess I slept later than usual the next morning. I was still in bed when the phone rang. Johnny Dollar.
Well, hey, now, where's my dynamic northern friend?
Oh, he's off today. I'm taking his place.
Well, in the news I got, well, I reckon it'll keep till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, so long.
No, wait, Angie.
Yeah.
Did you find out anything about that blonde DuPont's been seeing?
Sure, everybody around the French Market coffee shop used to know her. Used to, meaning up till she went to work for Mr. DuPont.
She worked for DuPont?
Yeah, in the office at his store. Started in there about 3 months ago.
Well, come on.
Well, since then, nobody sees her anymore. At least none of her old gang.
You know where she lives?
Yep. The Pont Alba Apartments. That is, unless she has moved.
What's her name?
Rose Ellen.
What?
Yeah, she used to be a dancer. That enough for you to go on?
Yeah, Angie, thanks. That's plenty. Expense account item 5, $1.40 cab fare from my hotel to the Pontalba Apartments. The list of names on the register near the manager's office told me Rose Ellen's apartment was number 215. But when I got up there, the girl who opened the door wasn't a blonde.
Yes,
Oh, I'm looking for Miss Rose Ellen.
she isn't in.
Oh, she at work?
Who are you? I mean, are you a friend of hers?
My name's Dollar, Johnny Dollar. I'm an insurance investigator.
Well, she hasn't done anything, has she?
Well, not that I know of. Look, Miss,
Garbo.
Garbo.
May Garbo.
You're a dancer, aren't you?
How'd you guess?
Oh, I'm good at recognizing talent.
Oh, would you like to come in? I've got some coffee on.
Well, that'll be just fine. Say, you've certainly got a nice view of the square from here.
I suppose.
Don't you think so?
Oh, sure, if you like that sort of thing. Me, I just think the square's kind of square.
Oh, oh, that's good. That's very
I brought
good.
it up the day we moved here.
You and Rose move in here together?
Uh-huh. Oh, sit down, Johnny. Make yourself at home.
Well, thanks.
Gee, you're so polite. You wait to be asked.
Yeah. Look, tell me, what time do you think Rose will be home?
Oh, I couldn't say.
May, this is important. What time does she usually get home?
Well, I don't know. I mean, after all, she's got her own life to live, you know, and I'm not her keeper.
Okay.
Sometimes she doesn't get home for days. Oh, I better get the coffee.
She ever say anything to you about the fire?
Yeah? What fire?
The fire down at the antique shop.
No, you want cream and sugar?
No, thanks, just black.
Good. When was that?
The fire? Last Thursday night.
That's funny.
What's funny?
That was the last time I saw her.
What?
Yeah. Rose went to work last Thursday, but she never came home.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. You don't have to be a special investigator to know that Americans don't take their civic responsibilities lightly. The Election Day turnout proved that, beyond any shadow of doubt. So now it's time for you to face up to another responsibility to the nation in just as straightforward a way. Our Ground Observer Corps needs volunteers. We at CBS Radio urge you to write or telephone your nearest Civil Defense Center to learn how you can help in this vast program that patrols our skies. Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Royal Street Matter.
This was the screwiest deal I'd ever seen. A guy refusing insurance money he was entitled to. Rose Ellen was my one lead, so I continued questioning May, her roommate. May told me this was the first time Rose had been away so long without at least sending for a change of clothes. I asked about Rose's boyfriends. She told me Rose had been going with one other man beside Dupont, but she didn't know who he was. After May promised to call me if she heard from Rose Ellen, I left. Expense account item 6, $1.90, taxi from the Pontalba Apartments to the Hibernia Bank Building. My insurance contact, Binford, wasn't in. So while I waited for him, I wondered again why Dupont had refused to sign the claim for the fire damage to his shop. Could he afford a loss of $16,000? I wondered if something had happened in that shop, something Dupont tried to cover up with a fire. I was wondering what it could have been when Binford walked in.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Johnny. We got trouble.
Oh?
I hear you paid Dupont a call last night.
That where you've been?
Yeah. He phoned me about 10, wanted me there fast. Oh, boy. I wish I had sense enough to stay away.
Well, what happened, CD?
Now, before I tell you that, you tell me what he said to you last night.
Nothing important. Just something about fixing it so I couldn't bother him again.
Oh? Well, he did.
How?
He canceled his fire insurance policy and every other policy he ever bought from me.
Cancel?
Yeah. So you might as well go on back to your hotel and pack, Johnny. It's none of your affair now, no matter what he's up to. Yeah, it's too bad it had to turn out this way. You want a drink before you go?
Yeah, guess I need one.
Yeah. What'll it be, scotch or rye?
Scotch, neat, please.
Good, saves making a mess. When you reckon you leave?
Oh, I don't know. I'll check with the airline when I get back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Thanks.
Better luck next time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's that.
CD,
Hmm?
what about the policy?
Policy?
Did he return the policy to you?
No, I said do it tomorrow.
But he's covered until he does return it. Does he know that?
Why, no. I don't reckon he does.
Good. He might get careless. And as long as that policy is in force, I can bother him as much as I want.
Oh, I don't see what's the use, Johnny. He'll have it here by tomorrow evening.
That still gives me 24 hours to get lucky. CD, you said something about a customer being with him when that kerosene lamp was knocked over.
Mm-hmm. According to what he told the fire department, there was.
You had that person's name?
Well, I should have. I took it from the fire department report, and I've got that right here. Here it is. Now, let's see. Mm-hmm. The name's Andrew W. DeLong. Address 1515 West Claiborne.
There wasn't any Andrew DeLong at that address. We checked the telephone book and the city directory, and the only Andrew W. DeLong we found was out in Metairie, in a mausoleum. So we drove back towards CD's office.
Well, now what, Johnny?
Dupont.
What?
Find out everything we can about Dupont and everybody who works for him.
But ain't nobody but his secretary and his assistant. A fella named Carl.
Yeah, how long has Carl been working for him?
Oh, about as long as she has.
Does this Carl own a fruit stand?
Well, not I know about. Why?
Oh, I just wondered. Hey, what time is it, CD?
2:15. Say, if we're going to check on Dupont's credit, we better get to the bank before they close.
You're driving. Let's move. Expense account item 7, $22.80. Telephone calls and a couple of gratuities to obtain a lot of information about Dupont. I learned, among other things, that he'd banked almost $11,000 in the past 3 months. Before that, almost nothing. But there's no law against making money, so I still had nothing concrete to go on. At 5:30, I left Binford, went back to my hotel, and there found a message from May, Rose Ellen's roommate, asking me to go to her apartment immediately. So I did.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, hi, May.
Oh, well, come in. Johnny, You know what you made me promise.
Yeah?
Well, it happened.
You mean you've heard from Rose?
Well, no, not exactly. But a man called this afternoon and talked about her.
Oh, well, I hope he had only nice things to say.
Oh, yes, he said she's just fine.
What?
Didn't you hear me?
Yeah, he said she's fine.
Fine.
Well, what else did he say?
Well, he said he was going to come by at 4 o'clock and pick up her clothes. I should have them ready.
No, but of course he didn't.
Well, he did so.
He did? Oh, what man? You know him? You get his name?
Mr. Dollar, you don't think I'd let Rose's things go out of here with a complete stranger, do you? Of course he told me his name.
Well?
You aren't nearly as polite as you were this morning.
All right, I'm sorry. What's the man's name, darling?
Oh, well, that's much better. It's Grant.
Grant?
That's right.
That doesn't register.
From the way he talked, he must be the one Rose was going with while she was dating that old antique.
You ever see this guy, Grant, before?
No, but I'm sure he's the one she talked about. Really, it used to get so tiresome. Carl this and Carl does that. Oh.
What?
I said, oh.
May, tell me, where did he say he was taking her clothes?
Well, he didn't say. Just put them in that old truck.
Thanks, sweetheart. See you later. I needed a fast car and a driver who could handle it, so I called Angelo Arsati. 20 minutes later, we parked in front of Dupas' antique shop. There was a dim light on inside. Now, look, brother, there's really no reason for you to get mixed up in this thing.
Oh, you kidding, son? Looks like Dupas ain't gonna answer.
All right, let's see what this hunk of stone will do to the glass. Here.
Hey, that got it. I can reach through the lock.
Looks like nobody here. Well,
Hey, wait a minute.
yeah, I see him. Carl, what happened to you?
Dollar.
Angie, call an ambulance. Tell him a man's been stabbed here.
Yeah, right, Johnny.
Dollar. Get to her before he can.
Dupas?
Gonna kill Rose. You got to help her.
Dupas wants to kill her? Why?
She found out. Smuggling
Is that what Dupas been up to?
in banana shipments. Rose found out.
Where is she?
He thought I'd killed her, but I love her.
Yeah, well, look, tell me.
You gotta get to her before he does.
Where is she?
Old Spanish fortress.
Yeah?
Out on Bayou Slidell.
Old Spanish fortress on the Bayou Slidell.
Yeah.
You know where that is, Angie?
Oh, sure. An old ruin out in the swamps north of town near the highway bridge that goes over to the Gulf Coast.
Carl, how long ago did Dupas leave?
10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, we could beat him, Johnny, by cutting across the swamps. That is, if you could take it.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's rugged.
Like what?
Johnny, did you ever ride a swamp buggy?
Oh, brother. How much farther, Angie?
Well, should be right up ahead.
How can you tell? All I can see is swamp and marsh grass.
Yeah, well, I done a lot of trapping out here. I know the channel.
Think we'll make the old ruins before Dupas?
Well, we got to, don't we? Hey, there it is.
That old wreck is called a fortress?
Man, that's it.
Well, get us up as close to it as you can. I don't see anybody parked. There's nobody approaching the bridge.
There we are.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, look, John. There she is at the side entrance.
Yeah, I see. Rose! Rose Ellen!
She's scared. She ducked back inside.
Rose! We're friends of Carl's. He sent us to help you.
Well, come on, Johnny. We can get inside to her through this here doorway.
Okay. This place looks like it's about ready to fall apart. Rose!
Yeah, man. Dark in here, too. Yeah, don't step on them falling bricks.
Okay. Rose! Rose Ellen!
Yes? Where's Carl?
Dupas tried to kill him.
Oh, no.
Rose! Come on out here where we can see you. Rose!
found out that Carl didn't kill me. Is that it?
Yeah. But Carl's all right now. Look, Rose, I want you to tell me all you know about the fire at DuPa's shop. Were you there?
Yes.
Well, what happened?
Pa had me tied up. Told Carl I'd found out what they were doing. The smuggling, I mean. He told Carl to kill me. He didn't know Carl and I was going to be married.
Go on, go on.
Carl argued with him. That's when the lamp got knocked over. They didn't stop arguing until DuPas said he'd kill us both. So finally, Carl told DuPas he'd take care of me. Well, he had to, or DuPas would have killed us.
But instead, Carl brought you here.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Johnny. Let's get out of this dark
Now, wait a
hole.
minute, Angie. Rose, do you know why DuPas was afraid to report his fire to the insurance company?
Some of the things he smuggled in was lost in the fire. If anybody come poking around, they might have found out what he's doing.
What was he smuggling, do you know?
Little tiny boxes filled with white powder, hidden in the bananas.
Johnny, narcotics.
Yeah, sure. No wonder he banks so much money so fast.
I'll bank much more after I get rid of you, Dollar.
Look at that. There he is in the door.
Yeah, watch it.
See, I ain't fooling, Dollar.
He can't see us.
No, but what a target he makes in that doorway against the light.
No gun, Johnny?
No. We can try one of these bricks.
Yeah, man, but if you miss...
Dollar.
Wish me luck.
Dollar.
Right here, DuPas! Come on.
Oh, man, dear. You could qualify for the New York Yankees, Johnny.
All right, DuPas, on your feet. Let's get out of here. Expense account total, including rental on the swamp buggy, incidentals and transportation back to Hartford, $517.20. Remarks? Well, where he's going, DuPas wouldn't have any use for the insurance money anyway. Carl Grant turned state's evidence and clinched the smuggling charges against him. Because of that, Carl may get off easy. I hope so. He and Rose could make a very happy couple. End of remarks, end of report. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. If we are to remain alert to possible acts of aggression, we need the continuous operation of the Ground Observer Corps. And if the Ground Observer Corps is to remain on the job around the clock, 7 days a week, your help is needed. Tomorrow, telephone your nearest Civil Defense Center and volunteer a few hours of your time each week to the Ground Observer Corps. Join our Ground Observer Corps at the Civil Defense Center nearest your home. Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, 3 sets of twins. 2 men, 2 girls, and 2 fires that hit the coast of Florida with the impact of a hurricane. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Charles B. Smith, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in tonight's cast were Virginia Gregg, Forrest Lewis, Lou Merrill, Lawrence Dobkin, and Frank Gersel. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino and Carl Fortina. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Dan Cubberly speaking.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
George Reed speaking.
Oh, good morning, George.
Is it?
Well, sure. The birds are singing, the bees are buzzing.
And there are whales in the Gulf of Mexico.
So there are. What?
You know anything about whales, Johnny?
Can't say that I do.
Well, neither do I. And neither does our agent down in Gulfport, Mississippi. Can you go down there?
Well, yeah, sure, but what's this all about?
I told you. A whale.
Oh, come on. You people didn't insure it. Now, George.
Oh, Johnny, of course we didn't. But we did write a floater policy covering 80 pounds of ambergris.
Amber who?
Gris comes from a whale. Very valuable, used in the making of perfume.
Oh, yeah.
We issued the policy a week ago. Yesterday, the stuff disappeared.
How much did you cover it for?
$20,000. And our agent down there is W.C. Owen. Got it?
Owen, huh?
Yes. You really shouldn't have any trouble locating the stuff.
No? Why not?
Because, and I quote Mr. Owen, ambergris smells worse than a hound dog which has caught a skunk.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, American Branch Office, 443 North 15th Street, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Michael Meany Mirage matter. Expense account item 1, $168. Transportation from Hartford to the Markham Hotel in Gulfport, Mississippi. I called W.C. Owen, the agent who had sold the policy covering the ambergris. Half an hour later, I opened the door of my room to a middle-aged man wearing a brown seersucker suit.
Mr. Dollar, is that right?
Sure is. Come on in, Mr. Owen. Come on. In.
Thanks. Well, Dollar, I'm not going to fool around about this. I'm in a mess, and you're my only chance of getting out of it.
Well, I'll do whatever I can, Mr. Owen.
You just find that ambergris. And, man, please find it within the next 48 hours.
Oh, why the rush?
2 reasons. When the ambergris was stolen off the freight platform at the train depot day before yesterday, it was packed for shipping. Had enough dry ice around it to last 72 hours, but no more.
Uh-huh. Now, what's the second reason?
That Mike Meany.
Who's he?
Owner of the ambergris and a real good client of mine. I promised him you'd locate the stuff for sure.
Well, I appreciate your confidence, Mr. Owen.
Name's W.C. Mr. around here sounds too highfalutin for an insurance salesman.
Okay, W.C. But what's this fellow Meany so worried about? The ambergris is covered for $20,000.
He told me he'd learned it was worth a lot more than that since the floater was issued. Something up near $60,000.
Pretty rare stuff.
It is. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever heard of anybody finding ambergris in the Gulf.
Who fished in out of the water? Meany?
No, a young fellow worked for him named Billy Fisher.
Did Meany buy it from Fisher?
Didn't have to. Belonged to Mr. Meany right off.
Oh, why's that?
Well, because Fisher works for him. Mr. Meany lets out his fishing boats to fellas which ain't got no boat of their own, or even a chance of getting one.
He rents them out, you mean?
No, he don't rent them. He lets them out on share. Mr. Meany puts up the boat, gas, nets, everything. And whoever runs the boat, well, whatever he catches, he belongs to Mr. Meany.
Oh, and because Fisher happened to be in Meany's boat when he found the ambergris, it automatically became Meany's property, huh?
Now you got it, boy.
Uh-huh. Did Fisher know what it was? Or the value of it when he turned it over to Meany?
Well, you have to ask him about that.
Yeah, I plan to. But first, I'd like to have a talk with this Mike Meany.
I'm way ahead of you, Dollar. I called Meany right after you called me. He's waiting for us.
How far does he live from here?
Oh, about 3 or 4 miles down the beach road toward Biloxi. Place called Mississippi City.
Mississippi City?
Uh-huh. But don't let the name fool you. Ain't nothing there except a couple of stores, fishing boat landing, and the train depot.
Sounds like a real quiet place.
It is. It's also where this whole thing started and where I hope it finishes. And the sooner, the better.
A few minutes later, we were driving east along the coast. Ahead of us, we could see Mississippi City's one and only landmark, a long wooden pier extending far out into the Gulf. Anchored near the end of it were several small fishing boats. We passed the Meany General Store and the Meany Fish Market, then turned into a narrow driveway. I'm not sure what kind of a house I'd expected Mike Meany to live in, but this certainly wasn't it. It was too small and it needed a coat of paint. We got out and Owen led the way to the side porch.
Mr. Meany, you at home?
Doesn't look like he is.
No, he's here. Listen.
What in the name of...
Sure heavy, ain't he? Yes, sir. Ain't another man his size in the whole United States.
Good night, I believe it.
WC boy, you sure took your sweet time getting here. Yeah.
Well, made it just fast we could, Mr. Meany. This is the fellow I was telling you about, Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Both of you come inside. That's it. Come on in. You men sit down on the sofa. I'll just lower myself into this here chair. There. Yeah, now then. You're a detective, huh, Dollar?
Well,
then, me ain't giving me an answer. You're a detective or you ain't a detective. Now, which is it?
I'm an insurance investigator. Right now, I'm being paid to find 80 pounds of ambergris that you lost.
Lost?
He didn't mean nothing by saying that.
You hush up, you road agent.
Mr. Meany.
Dollar, that stuff was stolen, you hear? Thieved. Right in the broad light of day.
You're sure?
Well, I'm sure 80 pounds of ambergris didn't get up and walk off by itself.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Itself.
Exactly where was it when it was stolen?
Sitting in a box I had built for it, a special box. Smell-proof.
Cost $25.
Oh, shut up. I was sending it to New Orleans to a fella I'd heard might be able to sell it for me. And the box was on the platform right outside the American Express office of the depot.
Here in Mississippi City?
Boy, you ever take a bad fall out of your crib? No, you ignorant, in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Where do you think that depot was?
Well, it could have been in Gulfport.
No, it couldn't never do business there.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
No, but that's the first time you ever admitted it.
Had the box been checked in at American Express?
You mean had the freight been paid in New Orleans?
Yes, that's what I mean.
That scrounging, ignorant, no good.
Had it been paid, Mr. Meany?
No, it hadn't.
Why not?
Because the rat I trusted with the ambergris and sent down to the station to see it got on the train.
Yeah?
He'd promised. He'd give his word. He wouldn't take his eyes off that stuff for 1 second. No. That dirty. That no account.
Are you okay, Mr. Meany?
No. But you sit down. You make me nervous, W.C.
Yes, sir.
Every time I think of that, T.J., that stupid nephew of mine, well, you know what he done, Dollar. He spotted something more interesting to look after than $20,000 worth of ambergris.
Okay, who was she?
Oh, W.C. told you.
No, I didn't. No, sir. Mr. Dollar, he's just clever.
Yeah, well, anyway, according to T.J., this young female pulled up in an open car across the road from where he was at, and it wasn't until he got up close that he could see that she was wearing a strapless bathing suit.
You see, Mr. Dollar, T.J. thought...
He knows what T.J. thought. You keep your mouth shut, W.C.
Oh, whatever you say, Mr. Meany.
Well, while T.J. was investigating the situation, someone made off with the ambergris. That right?
Right.
Well, what about the other people at the station?
There weren't no other people there.
How about the baggage clerk and the passenger agent? Where were they?
Sam Burroughs is the only man that works down the depot, and he was busy selling some woman a Pullman ticket to Memphis.
How long did T.J. talk to the girl?
Just a couple of minutes, according to him, that is.
You want to ask him yourself. He works at the all-night cafe in Gulfport.
All right, thanks. Well, we sure haven't much to go on.
You got nothing to go on. So you might as well give me my $20,000 and head back up north, where you belong.
Not yet, Mr. Meany.
You got 45 hours. At the end of that time, I want my insurance money. You don't see that I have it, Mr. W.C. Owen, you're going to be sorry. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I know.
Owen didn't say another word until we'd pulled out of Fat Mike Meany's driveway and had turned left going on down the beach toward Biloxi.
I suppose you think I should have stood up to him a little more, huh?
No, I figured you had your reasons for not wanting to get into an argument with him.
See those boats off the end of the pier?
The small fishing boats, uh-huh.
Well, they belong to Meany. He's also got money invested in half the business place along the beach. You know what that means, Dollar.
Yeah, well, where I come from, he'd pull a lot of weight.
That's it. And anybody he gets riled at, well, one word from him and a good many of my clients would be screaming for me to cancel their policies.
Like that, huh?
just like that.
Hey, where are we going?
Billy Fisher's. This way, this here's the boarding house he lives in. Come on.
Uh-oh. Okay, boy. Okay. Easy now, easy. That's it. Good boy, good boy.
Didn't you know the dog is back in this house?
Well, afternoon, Miss Harvey.
Oh, well, my goodness, Miss Owen, this is an unexpected pleasure for sure.
Why, thank you, ma'am. This here is Mr. Johnny Dollar, Miss Harvey.
Afternoon.
Pleased to know you, Mr. Dollar. Wouldn't you like to come in and sit down?
No, thanks. We really don't have much time.
Oh?
Mr. Dollar is an insurance investigator. Right now, he wants to have a talk with Billy Fisher, providing his home.
Why, sure he is. You find him round the side there. Oh, but...
Yes, sir?
Well, he's with Jane Higgins, Miss Owen.
Jane Higgins?
Oh, you know her pa rented that old Miller place again. The girl that got Billy into that trouble.
Oh, yes.
What kind of trouble, Mrs. Harvey?
Well, it happened when the Higginses were down here 2 years ago. Billy and Jane have always been sweet on each other. But being as Billy is Billy and doesn't have a thing of his own, not even a job, except fishing one of Mr. Meany's boats. Well, Jane's pa just put his foot down.
But didn't mean a thing to Billy. No, sir. At least not until old man Higgins got a sheriff after him.
That still didn't stop Jane. And finally, the Higginses just packed up. They didn't come back until just 3 weeks ago Saturday.
How old is the Higgins girl now?
Oh, 18, 19. And she hasn't changed one bit in those 2 years. No, sir. She's just over here all the time.
Sure be some fur fly when her paw finds out.
There they are now. Billy? James? Hi. Come over here a minute, Billy. Someone wants to see you.
Sure.
Billy? Now this here's Mr. Dollar.
Hi.
Howdy. Miss Higgins, Mr. Dollar, and Mr. Owen.
Hello, Miss Higgins. Billy, I wonder if I could speak to you alone for a moment, huh?
Yes, sir. What'd you want to talk to me about?
Mr. Meany and the ambergris you found.
Oh, that.
Where did you find it, Billy?
Out near Cat Island, floating in the East Channel.
Uh-huh. Did you know what it was as soon as you saw it?
No, sir, not exactly, but I read a story once about a fellow that found some ambergris, and he sure made a lot of money off it.
So you weren't going to take any chances and you hauled it aboard, is that right?
Yes, sir. Something like that.
Billy, you realized that anything you caught or salvaged with that boat belonging to Mr. Meany, it wasn't yours. You realized that, didn't you?
Well, not right then, I didn't know, sir. He gave me some kind of a contract to sign when I started working for him, but I never read it.
Well, what happened when you put in at the pier that night?
Oh, that Cliff Stillinger, Mr. Meany's checker. He spied the ambergris right off, and he made me turn it over to him.
Was that the last time you saw it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that was it.
Okay, Billy. That's all I had on my mind.
Well, that's all? I mean, no questions about whether I swiped it from the train station or not?
Would you tell me if you had?
You crazy or something? Heck no.
After saying goodbye to Jane Higgins and taking a rain check on a dinner invitation for Mrs. Harvey, Owen and I drove back to town. I was tired and I was discouraged, and I needed a good night's sleep, so I had him drop me off at the hotel. At the desk, I found a message to call long-distance operator 19. A few minutes later, the call was completed.
George Reed speaking.
Hi, George. Thought it was you.
Johnny, where in blazes have you been? I've been trying to get hold of you all afternoon.
Oh, something important?
No, I was just curious about the weather down there.
Oh, well, it's great. Warm, but not too warm.
Johnny.
Okay, George, what's happened?
One of the boys upstairs got wind of that ambergris claim.
So?
So he just happens to have a friend who's an ichthyologist.
Well, bully for him.
Johnny, this ichthyologist says that ambergris comes only from the sperm whale. And there has never been a sperm whale alive that would be caught dead swimming in the Gulf of Mexico.
What?
You follow me, Johnny?
I think so. If there's never been a sperm whale in the Gulf, then that stuff you people insured couldn't have been... But, George, if it wasn't ambergris, what was it?
I don't know, but unless you find it, we're stuck for $20,000.
Holy smokes.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag for each of the 50 states. New Mexico's flag is an ancient Zia sun symbol, a red circle on a field of yellow.
radiating from 4 points, which we might indicate as north, east, south, and west, are 4 parallel lines. 4 was a sacred number of Zia, the number most often used by the giver of all good gifts. The earth had 4 main directions, each with its own gifts. The year had 4 seasons, each with a different offering for mankind. The day had 4 phases: sunrise, noontime, evening, and night. Life had its 4 divisions: childhood, youth, manhood, and old age. Everything in life and nature was bound together in a circle, the circle of life and love, without beginning and without end. And in this great brotherhood of all things, man had 4 obligations. He must develop a strong body, a clear mind, and a pure spirit. Fourth, and most sacred, he must spirit to the welfare of his people. From this simple symbol, the Zia sun, we read the legend of a wonderful philosophy. The flag's colors of flaming red and golden orange represent the banners of Ferdinand and Isabella, which were carried by Columbus across the Atlantic. New Mexico's state flag, the flag of the 47th state to enter the Union, was adopted on March 19, 1925.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Michael Meany Mirage Matter.
After talking to George Reed and learning that there was considerable doubt in his mind concerning the origin of the ambergris Mike Meany had insured with Reed's company, I called WCO and the agent who had issued the policy to come down to the hotel. He was as shocked and surprised as I'd been.
Johnny, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, well, it's true. At least according to a man who studied the habits of sperm whales for years.
Oh. And those kind of whales never come into the Gulf?
No, not according to him.
What if ambergris isn't ambergris? What is it?
WC, your guess is as good as mine. But whatever it isn't worth $20,000.
No, guess not. Johnny?
Yeah?
You don't think Mr. Meany's trying to pull a fast one, do you?
Trying to defraud the company?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I doubt it. He has all the money he'll need for a while.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Tell me, WC, did Meany have the ambergris analyzed before he asked you to insure it?
Matter of fact, he did. Even showed me a letter which said that the stuff was ambergris.
You remember who made the analysis for him?
A chemist over in Biloxi. Don't recall his name offhand, but he signed that letter he gave Mr. Meany.
Okay. First thing in the morning, we'll take another trip out to Meany's place.
Good.
In the meantime, don't mention any of this to anyone, will you?
No, I won't. Johnny?
Yeah?
I should have checked on that chemist, shouldn't I? And I shouldn't have been so anxious to take Mr. Meany's word.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Not big ones. Not big ones like this. Johnny, we just got to find that stuff. Because if we don't, we'll never know if it was ambergris or not. Will we?
No, WC, we won't. I felt sorry for Owen. I knew as well as he did that the company might recall his franchise unless we could prove it was ambergris that had been insured. And at the moment, I was quite sure we couldn't do that. The next morning, the coffee shop was crowded, so I started up toward the center of town, looking for another place to have breakfast. I was about 4 or 5 blocks from the hotel when I heard someone calling me.
Mr. Dollar. Johnny.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Jane.
Morning yourself.
Well, what are you doing in town so bright and early?
I'm going on a shopping spree.
Oh?
A girl can't get married and just any old thing, you know.
I guess she can't. Oh, well, who's the lucky guy?
Well, who do you think?
Billy Fisher?
I certainly wouldn't marry anyone else.
Well, Jane, it's none of my business, but I heard.
You heard that my father's dead set against Billy, didn't you?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, he is. But there isn't much he can do about it. I'm over 18. Besides, he's going to change his mind about Billy.
I hope so.
He's going to be real sorry he ever treats Billy the way he has.
Jane, look, I haven't had breakfast yet. How about joining me for a cup of coffee?
Oh, I'd love to. Where we go?
Oh, how about over there, the all-night cafe?
All right. Oh, no, do you know what time it is, Mr. Dollar?
Just 10 after 9. Why?
Well, I just remembered something important. I'll see you later here.
Funny. Or is it? I crossed the street and entered the all-night cafe. Behind the counter, wearing a white T-shirt, apron, and a Valentino-type hairdo, was a man about 23 years old.
Morning. What'll it be?
Ham and eggs and coffee.
I want them eggs.
Over easy, okay?
It's okay with me. I ain't eating them.
2 1/2 mice with pigs.
You want your coffee now?
Yeah, please. Do you happen to know a man named Mike Meany?
I should. He's my uncle.
Oh, well, then you must be TJ.
That's right. How come you know me?
I was talking to your uncle yesterday. My name's Dollar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he told me if you come around, I should tell you anything you want to know.
Well, what happened at the depot that afternoon, TJ?
Didn't he already tell you that?
I'd like to hear your side of it.
Well, ain't much to tell. I was sitting there waiting to put that box in the 303, and this here gal drove up.
Uh-huh. What happened then?
Man, she gave me just about the biggest come-on I ever did get.
So you left the freight platform and crossed the road to talk to her?
Well, shoot, Mr. Dollar. I didn't see nothing wrong in doing that. There wasn't nobody around.
Oh, there must have been.
Yeah, I reckon so, but I sure didn't see you.
TJ, did that girl tell you her name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Betty Lou Miller?
Betty Lou Miller.
Yeah. Now, look, mister, I'm busy.
No, wait. Have you seen her since then?
Well, sure.
When was that?
Well, just now, out in the street. She's the girl you was talking to.
I finished my ham and eggs and walked back to the hotel. Owen was waiting for me, but before we drove to Mike Meany's house, we made a stop at the railroad depot. The agent remembered everything that had happened that afternoon, the ambergris had been stolen, including the name of the woman who had purchased the Pullman ticket to Memphis at the time of the theft. After thanking Sam for his help, we went on to the Meany place.
Come on in. Sit yourselves down.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Meany.
Dollar, you find my ambergris yet?
No, sir. But I think I know who has it.
What do you mean? You mean you know who stole it from the depot?
I think so, Mr. Meany. I'm not sure.
Well, boy, you just let me have their name. Yes, sir, I'll get the sheriff out here and see their foot under the jail. Now, you come on. Tell me, who did it?
No, sir, I'm sorry. I'll tell you when I'm sure and not before.
What? Well, when's that going to be?
Depends.
Depends on what?
Whether you'll help me or not.
Why, you ignorant, stupid Yankee. You know good and well, boy, I'll help you. Yes, sir. Now, what? What do you want me to do?
Give Owen here the letter you received from the chemist that analyzed the ambergris.
Is that all?
That's all for now.
But, boy, you Dollar. Where do you think you're going?
To see a lady, Mr. Meany. Owen, I'll call you as soon as I'm sure.
Right. Good luck, Johnny.
In Owen's car, I drove down the beach to Mrs. Harvey's boarding house. Billy Fisher was out with the boat, so I had plenty of time to tell her what I knew.
It's all my fault, Mr. Dollar. I planned the whole thing and put Billy up to it.
And bought the Pullman ticket?
Yes, I still have it. Been meaning to turn it in for the money, but just haven't had a chance to get down to the depot.
Tell me, Mrs. Harvey, how did you know that T.J. would leave the ambergris when he did?
Oh, everybody around here knows T.J.'s weakness for girls. Wonder to me he hasn't been locked up long ago.
Yeah. Well, it was a beautiful job. You timed it just like a professional.
I thank you for the compliment.
Where was Billy?
In the woods on the other side of the railroad track. He waited till Jane got T.J. all mixed up, then he scooted across, got the ambergris, and ran back into the tree.
And Jane picked him up after leaving the depot?
Yes, sir. You care for a cup of coffee, Mr. Dollar?
No, thanks, Mrs. Harvey.
You look so downhearted.
Well, I guess that's part of my job, too. What did Billy do with the ambergris?
I sent it on to Atlanta. A man there's going to sell it for him.
Oh, I see.
My, you sure look like you lost your best friend.
Yeah, well, I ran into Jane this morning. She was going shopping for her trousseau.
Yes, I know.
Mrs. Harvey, if it turns out that isn't ambergris...
Oh, they'll still get married no matter what, Mr. Dollar. If not now, then someday.
Dollar! You Yankee schemer!
What?
Where you at?
What on earth?
Miss Harvey!
Well, that sounds like Mr. Owen.
And my friend, Mr. Meany.
Dollar! Just what you trying to pull?
I tried to keep him from coming over here, Mr. Dollar, but I just couldn't handle him at all.
All right, Deputy.
It's a long way from being all right.
Just what do you want here, Mr. Fat Mike Meany?
What do I want? Why, woman, I want to arrest you and that dirty, backbiting, Billy Fisher and his girl. for stealing my ambergris. That's what I want.
Hush.
I want to see you in jail.
Jail, don't be ridiculous.
Ridiculous, why, woman?
That's what I said. Now, if you don't get off my property...
Yeah, but you, woman, you stole.
How do you know I stole anything?
I know because this here worm of an insurance agent wouldn't have a customer left on the beach unless he told me.
Well, he told you wrong. Billy took that ambergris.
No.
But it belonged to him all the time.
Well, woman, that's a lie.
Ain't that right, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, it sure is. At least it is if it was ambergris.
It's ambergris right enough.
On.
Well, I called that chemist, but he quit his job a couple of days ago. Couldn't find no record he'd made of it.
Don't need no record. It's ambergris, and it's mine.
It's Billy's.
Mine.
You think it's yours? You're seeing a mirage. Tell him, Mr. Dollar.
Dollar, if this is some kind of a low-down yank, trick.
It's no trick, Mr. Meany. Mrs. Harvey showed me the contract you have with Billy.
Well, what's that got to do with him stealing the ambergris?
Just this.
This.
The contract states that all fish and fish products and byproducts caught or seined while using your boat belong to you.
That's right. Exactly right,
So, the ambergris doesn't.
What?
No, sir. Ambergris comes from a whale, and the whale is not a fish. It's a mammal.
But Dollar, now, Dollar, you boy, no, wait a minute, Dollar.
Well, doggone.
They say that young love can work miracles, and I guess it must be true, because later that day, a huge sperm whale was sighted about 3 miles offshore near the Cat Island Channel. Proving, as I've always said, you can't figure whales any more than you can people. Expense account total, including hotel bill and transportation back to Hartford, $420.10. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the wayward truck matter. And I'll leave you to figure that one out for yourself. But join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Charles B. Smith, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Jeanette Nolan, G. Stanley Jones, Junius Matthews, Gil Stratton, Dick Crenna, and John Daner. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cumberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
The count's 3-2 and the bases are loaded.
And Ted Williams is at bat, huh, McGraw?
Oh, Johnny, how'd you know it was me?
Oh, just psychic, I guess. What's on your mind, Bert?
Fella named Henry Sampson. Ever hear of him?
Name's familiar.
Well, it should be. He owns about half the newspapers in the South.
Which means he isn't exactly struggling for money, huh?
Right. In fact, he collects it.
Figures.
Especially Confederate money.
Well, anybody can. What?
Yes, sir, Johnny. He has one of the largest collections of old coins in this country.
Oh?
And a Confederate $50 he owns has disappeared.
Bert, Confederate money isn't worth its weight in salt.
That's where you're all wrong, Johnny.
Huh?
This particular $50 is insured for $20,000.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Providential Assurance Company, 393 Dewey Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Confederate coinage matter. Expense account item 1, $1.20 taxi from my apartment to Bert McGraw's office. He was seated behind a haze of cigar smoke, reading a magazine.
Oh, Johnny, come in.
Hey, morning, Bert.
Sit down. I was just reading about an old teammate of mine.
Oh, who's that?
Bob Feller.
Feller?
Yeah, he was a pretty fair country pitcher. Of course, he wasn't in my class.
Of course.
Yeah. Many's the time I had to help old Bob out of a spot. Yes, sirree, Bob. That boy could get himself into more jams. Well, I remember...
I didn't know you played with the Cleveland Indians, Bert.
What? Well, I... Blasted cigar. You been reading up on baseball, Johnny?
No, but I remember Bob Feller. Who doesn't? In 1940, I saw him pitch a no-hit, no-run game for the Indians.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute. You and me, we must be talking about two different fellers. Yes, sir.
That's so?
Why, sure. This Bob Feller that was my teammate, he played ball for the Apalachicola Alligators. Yes, sir. Good old Bob Feller. Spelled it F-A-L-L-E-R. Fowler. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Johnny, about this Henry Sampson thing. His secretary called here just before I talked to you. Told me the coin had been stolen.
Well, now, what makes that particular coin worth $20,000, Bert?
Well, like I said, it's Confederate money, a silver $50, and where it was minted or something. That's what does it, I guess.
Where was it minted?
New Orleans. Now, during the whole time of the Civil War, that mint only turned out $4 $50.
How come?
Well, how should I know? I'm only going by what's on Sampson's original policy application.
But you're sure about there being only 4 of those $50?
Well, no, I'm not sure.
You mean you've never checked? You insured the thing on Sampson's say-so?
Well, Johnny, look, we were glad to get his business.
Well, you must have been out of your
mind.
mind.
Now stop balking, Johnny. You want to know how come that mint didn't make any more of them? You go ask him.
I plan to. Where'd you say he lived?
Right outside Birmingham, place called Shade Mountain.
Expense account item 2, $107, air transportation, Hartford to Birmingham, Alabama. I claimed my luggage and was about to step into a cab when I was approached by a man of about 30, crew cut, Brooks Brothers suit.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, that's right.
My name is Kopek, Michael Kopek. I'm Mr. Sampson's secretary.
Oh, yeah.
Your Mr. McGraw was good enough to tell me the time of your arrival. Are you all ready to go to Zora?
Zora?
According to the Bible, it was the village of Sampson.
Oh, yes. Only I'd like to check into a hotel and freshen up a bit first. That is, if you don't mind.
Mr. Sampson would mind, sir.
But look, I've been aboard
He instructed me to assign you a room in the guest house. I'm sure you will find it more than comfortable, Mr. Dollar. This way, please.
Just outside, standing in a no-parking zone, was the Sampson limousine. A uniformed chauffeur took my bag, and about 40 minutes later, we passed through the gates of Zora, Sampson's private domain. Beside the main house, there were 2 guest houses, 2 swimming pools, a private zoo, stock farm, turkey ranch, and a number of cottages for the servants and maintenance people. Inside the main house, Kopek led me down a long hall lined with statues and oil paintings and other art objects. Finally, he stopped and opened a heavy door. Henry Sampson was seated behind a large desk, and standing near him was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen.
Mr. Dollar, sir.
Thank you, Michael. I'll call when I need you.
Yes, sir.
Well, Johnny, come in. Come in, sir. You had a pleasant journey down, I hope?
Yes, fine, thanks.
Good.
Would you like a sample of our southern hospitality, Mr. Dollar?
Well,
Forgive me, my dear. Johnny, this is Mrs. Sampson. Delilah, Mr. Dollar.
Mrs. Sampson?
In case my question confused you, Johnny, I meant, would you like a drink?
No, thanks. Not just now.
Let the man catch his breath, Delilah. Now, Johnny, let me get on my feet. I can't give you more than 10 minutes of my time. So, let's get right down to business. This here's a display case that was broke into.
Mm-hmm. None of your other coins were taken, huh?
No. Whoever did it knew what they wanted. They got the most valuable one.
What about this lock? Was it tampered with?
Wouldn't have done them no good to tamper with it. It's the biggest and strongest that Yale makes. Reckon he knew that. That's why he broke the glass.
Then you think someone familiar with this room and your collection took the coin?
If you want to know the truth, he suspects me.
Delilah.
Mr. Sampson, Did anything unusual happen that evening? Did you have any visitors?
None. Delilah and I ate our supper. I worked for a couple of hours, same as always. Then we played casino till 10:30.
We always play casino until 10:30, John. It's the only thing that relaxes my husband.
I see.
There were only 4 people besides myself in the house. Mrs. Sampson, Mary, her maid, Digger, my manservant, and Michael, my secretary.
Good old Michael, the trusty troubleshooter.
Mr. Sampson, according to your policy application, only 4 of those Confederate $half were ever made. Is that right?
Yes, 'tis. Confederate states didn't have any silver bullion to make more. Dirty Yankee blockade.
Yeah. Could you give me a description of the coin, sir?
Sure. Originally, it was a regular Union 1861 piece. At the New Orleans Mint, they ground off the reverse side and stamped on the shield of the glorious Confederacy and the words Confederate States of America.
Hallelujah. May the South rise again.
Now, that's not funny, Delilah.
I think it is. Don't you, Johnny?
Well, I'm just...
You just give me your answer later. Right now, I'm going to have another drink. You ready?
Not yet, thanks.
No, you don't know what you're missing.
You'll have to forgive my wife, Johnny. She isn't herself this evening.
I haven't been myself in several years. Not since I married this man.
You shut up, woman. Michael. Michael.
Yes, sir?
Mrs. Sampson is tired. Very tired. She wants you to take her to her room.
Yes, sir.
Well, see you at supper, Johnny.
I'll have your supper sent up to you.
Don't do me any favors, fat man.
Get her out of here, Michael. Get her out before sorry. But she... Sometimes...
It's all right, sir. I understand.
Do you? Good. Good man. Now then. Oh, that's better. Now, about the coin. President Jefferson Davis gave it to my great-grandpappy for his service to the cause.
Are you sure of its value? Sure it's worth $20,000?
Why, shoot, boy. My grandpappy turned down 10,000 for it back in 1879. The way things are now, it's got to be worth 4 times that. Well, what's the matter? Don't you believe me?
I didn't say that.
Well, then what are you looking at me so suspicious for?
Well, Mr. Sampson, I have a hunch you're holding out on me.
Johnny, you're getting paid money to find the person that took it. Now, you earn your pay.
I'll try to. Only I'd appreciate some help.
I'll give you help. In fact, already have.
Like how?
Like the gates to Zora. I've kept them locked ever since it happened. And until you find that coin, nobody leaves here. Those gates stay closed.
A few moments later, Kopek returned and escorted me across the magnolia-scented grounds to my rooms in one of the luxurious guest cottages. I unpacked, took a shower, then called Bert McGraw in Hartford.
Well, how's it going, Johnny?
It is not.
Oh, come on now, boy.
Sorry, Bert, but it looks like a real toughie.
You don't want me to send in a pinch hitter, do you?
Nope. But how about getting the dust off your pants and doing some legwork?
All right, what kind of work?
Find out for sure how many of those 1861 $half were ever made and what their value is today. Wait a minute.
What'd you say, John?
Not you, Bert. Somebody at the door. You check on that coin. Got it?
Like the Yankees have the pennant. Good luck, boy.
Okay, I'm coming. Yeah?
Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Mary Williams, Miss Sampson's maid.
And I'm Digger. Everybody just calls me Old Digger.
He's Mr. Sampson's man. We snuck off and come over here to see you.
Oh, well, come in, please.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Sure hope nobody saw us come in here.
Well, what's this all about, Mary?
Mr. Dollar, being an insurance investigator, you work for a company instead of the police, is that it?
Yes, the company I'm working for now is in Hartford, Connecticut.
Way up north. Oh, that's good. Mr. Dollar, Digger here, he's just scared to death.
Scared of what?
If you'd be here a while, you'd know.
Gosh, you sure would.
Well, can't you tell me?
Mr. Sampson's got a big place here. He needs lots of folks to keep it up for him, and he gets them cheap from the prisons.
What?
Yes, sir. Somebody finds out who's going out on parole. The next thing a man knows, instead of being all the way free, he's here, working for Mr. Sampson.
Yes, sir. And if he don't like it, Mr. Sampson has him sent back.
Oh, come on now. Look, this is 1957. Things like that just don't happen anymore.
Tell him, Digger.
Well, Mr. Dollar, sir, I don't want to go back to that place. No, sir. I don't ever want to go back.
Oh, it's all right, Digger. Mr. Dollar, we wouldn't have bothered you at all, except that Digger and me, that is, we want to get married.
That's right, yes.
But if he's sent back to prison, well, he's already spent 15 years there.
And you're afraid that Mr. Sampson is going to send him back?
Yes, sir. Mr. Sampson or somebody else around here.
But why? Well, come on. One of you say something.
Well, sir, I ain't going to tell you, nobody else, Mr. Dollar. No, sir. I won't tell no matter what they do to me. I won't tell unless you give me your word. Unless you promise me.
Promise you what?
That you won't let Mr. Sampson or nobody send me back. You give me your word on the Bible. I'll tell. Yes.
Well, come on. Tell me what.
Well, sir,
Mr. Dollar, Digger knows who took that $half piece.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
The American writer Christopher Morley once wrote, "When you sell a man a book, you don't sell him just 12 ounces of paper, ink, and glue. You sell him a whole new way of life," unquote. Now, that goes double when you give, not sell, a book. But the gift of 550 books to little children increases the legacy tenfold. Near the end of 1960, the employees of the Chase Manhattan Bank started a people-to-people program with such a gift to school children of a town in Tanganyika. That's on the southeast coast of Africa. And to give you an idea how the books were received by the children, let me first quote from Francis Bacon. He's an English writer of a few centuries back. He said, "Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested." In the past, children in Tanganyika may have done a little tasting and chewing and a little swallowing and digesting. But there's one certain thing. They wound up devouring the books they received from the United States. And they did so much of it that they, the ones in high school anyway, were able to reach the level of English children their age and pass the exams at the same time. That takes a lot of book learning, as they say. Now, the gift of these books from the United States of America may have seemed a small thing to the senders, but the boys in Tanganyika who received them know that they've opened a whole new way of life. They've greatly increased understanding in the classroom of freedom, the right of all men everywhere.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Confederate coinage matter.
I wanted to help Digger, the Sampson servant who claimed to have information concerning the missing Confederate $half. But I couldn't promise him anything without first knowing more about the part he had played, if any, in the theft of the coin. I did promise to think over his offer and let him know if I was interested by the next afternoon. Anyway, at 8 that evening, I joined Mr. Sampson and Kopek for dinner in the large dining room. After we'd finished our coffee, Sampson rose and excused himself.
When you're ready, we got work to do, Michael.
Yes, sir.
Huh? See you in the morning, Johnny.
Well, how is the investigation coming, Mr. Dollar?
Have you found any valuable clues?
Nope, not a thing.
Oh, that's too bad. But you haven't given up.
Kopek, I haven't started.
Uh-huh. Well, would you care for something else? If not...
No, I'm fine.
Then shall we...
Yeah, sure. Say, tell me something, Kopek.
Anything I can.
What about the servants who were in the house the night of the theft?
Digger and Mary?
Yeah. What do you know about them?
Everything that there is to know. I have a file containing the record on every one of Mr. Sampson's employees. If you like, I shall have the information on these two sent to your rooms.
I'd appreciate it.
Now, if you will excuse me, Mr. Sampson is waiting in the den. You can find your way back to the guest house? Hmm?
Sure. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Doll.
Johnny.
Hmm? Oh, Delilah. Oh, where are you?
Up here, on the stairs. No, don't come up.
Oh.
Johnny, do you like to ride?
Well, sure, only it's been a long time since I've had a chance to, and I didn't bring any riding clothes.
Well, that doesn't matter. Meet me at the stables before breakfast. You will, won't you, Johnny?
What do you think? I went back to the guest house, and about half an hour later, Kopek delivered the files on Mary Williams and Digger. Everything Digger had told me was true. He had spent 15 years in prison on a manslaughter charge. So early the next morning, I crossed the green lawns of Zora and met Delilah at the stables. And a few minutes later, we were riding our horses away from the main house.
Where shall we ride, Johnny? You want the cook's tour?
Oh, I don't know. What's it include?
Oh, the turkey farm, dairy, and zoo. Or would you rather go down to the river?
Hey, you know, it's a funny thing, Delilah.
What is?
I've never seen a river.
You fool. Come on, I'll race.
Come on, boy. Come on. Finally, when we reached the river, we dismounted. And she just stood there for a long moment, looking down into the water. Well?
I guess I'm just reaching for something I can't have. Yes. You understand, Johnny?
Why did you marry him, Delilah?
His money. Only I was fooled. Or made a fool of.
How do you mean?
Well, he's a collector, Johnny. Coins and paintings and people. Well, hadn't you noticed? I'm just another one of his possessions with all the rights and privileges of a statue. And you know why Sampson married me? Because my parents named me Delilah.
Well, why don't you leave him?
Oh, I'd need money, a lot of it. And I thought I was going to get some.
But now?
Maybe I'll get another chance. And when I do, Johnny, you keep in touch, huh?
We rode on back, had breakfast, and I returned to my rooms in the guest cottage. Around 11 o'clock, I picked up the phone and called Bert McGraw again.
Johnny, about time you called.
Yeah, what'd you find out, Bert?
Enough to know that I'm in trouble, and you got to get me out of it.
Trouble? What kind of trouble?
That Confederate $50. Do you know what it's worth? $5,000.
What? But you insured it for 20.
I know it, but look, Johnny, it wasn't all my fault. I mean, well, how did Sampson know about the dies?
What dies?
The dies a man named Scott made 500 of those $50 from back in 1879. That's what lowered the price of the original $50.
You mean there are 500 of those $50 in existence instead of 4?
504. The 4 original ones made in 1861, and the rest were made later.
Well, looks like you're out 20 grand, Bert.
Oh, don't say that.
Unless.
Yeah?
Unless you're willing to let me try something down here.
Anything, Johnny boy, anything.
Even if it costs $5 grand?
Well, you know what'll happen to me if the company has to take a loss of $20,000 for something worth only $5. Johnny, please, go ahead.
Thanks, pal. I'll call you later. As soon as I could, I sent word to Digger and Mary, the 2 servants, asking them to come to the guest house. It was almost 3 o'clock before they arrived.
Miss Dollar, have you decided on what you're going to do?
Yes, Mary, I have. Digger.
Yes, sir?
I can't promise that you won't be sent back to prison.
Well, Then I ain't going to tell you nothing.
Now, wait.
Dollar, sir.
Let me finish. But I can promise that I'll do everything possible to help you.
Well, sir, I have to ask Miss Mary. You know, she's the one who talked me into coming to you in the first place.
I did it soon as he told me what he'd done. I didn't know about it till afterward, Mr. Dahl.
All right. Just what did he do, Mary?
Well, it wasn't his fault. He just had to break into that case and take that $50.
Yeah, sir, that's right. I had to.
Why?
Because she said that she'd tell Mr. Sampson something real bad about me. Something that'd cause him to send me back to prison.
She? Mrs. Sampson?
Yes, sir.
That's the truth, Mr. Dollar. I swear it.
All right, Digger, go on. What happened after you took the coin?
Well, sir, it all went like she said it would. I got hold of the $50 and ran on down to the river. Late that night, I was on my way back to where I was supposed to meet Miss Sampson and give it to her. Well, sir, then I tripped over something, and doggone if I didn't lose it.
Oh, wait a minute. Come on now, Digger. You don't expect me to believe that.
But it's the truth. Yes, sir. I had it in my hand, and when I fell, it flew out.
And you can't find it?
No, sir. No, sir. And I looked and looked.
There's a good reason why he can't find it, Mr. Dahl.
Oh?
Yes, and you come with us. We'll show you.
They showed me, and I had to agree there was a good reason. I told Kopek I wanted to see Mr. Sampson. While I was waiting for him, Delilah came down the stairs from her room.
Johnny, I saw Digger take your suitcase out to the car. You aren't leaving.
I will be in a few minutes.
Well, Johnny, have you found the coin?
No, not quite. But I know where it is. And I know how it got there.
You do?
Why did you do it, Delilah? Why did you make him do it?
You ought to know by now, Johnny. I did it for the same reason I've done everything else in my life, for money. I thought I could use the money to get away from here.
What'll you do now?
I don't know. It's up to him. You do have to tell him, don't you?
Yes, Delilah. I'm afraid I do.
There's no other way. I mean, well, couldn't you say one of the servants?
No, Delilah, don't you say it either.
Okay, Johnny. See you around, huh?
Sure. See you around.
Come in, Johnny. Come in. I hear you have news for me. Well, boy, start in. Tell me.
I told him as simply as I could. When it was over, he got to his feet and stared out the window for several minutes. When he turned back, he ordered Kopek to find Digger and take him to the place where the coin had been lost. A few minutes later, we joined him there.
I can't believe it. This where you lost the $50, Digger? On the turkey farm?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Sampson, sir. Right over there.
Well, why didn't you get in there and find it?
Well, I told Mr. Dollar how come I couldn't, sir.
Well, Dollar?
He couldn't find it because when he dropped the coin, one of those turkeys swallowed it.
Dollar, what do you mean, one of those turkeys swallowed it?
Well, sir, just what I said. Turkeys will eat anything that glistens or shines that's dropped near them. And since Digger was cutting across this field when he dropped the coin...
But, boy, do you realize there are 2,000 turkeys in there, and any one of them could have my $50? The $50 Jefferson Davis, president of the glorious Confederacy, gave my grandpappy. Any one of them could have it stuck in his skinny redneck?
Yes, sir, it certainly could.
Well, good. Now, you just tell me, how do you propose to get me my $50 back? You can't do it. You'll have to give me my insurance money.
Yes, we know. That's why we're willing to buy the turkeys from you.
What?
Yes, sir. I'll give you $5,000 for the turkeys and guarantee to return the coin within 90 days, providing...
Go on.
Providing you allow Mary Williams and Digger to leave here and be responsible for the recovery of the coin.
You mean You gonna let them tend the turkey?
I'm going to give them the turkey.
What?
Oh, Mr. Dollar, you're a good man.
Digger, you miserable... You hush up. Well, Dollar, you sly fox. Doggone, boy. You just got yourself 2,000 turkeys.
A couple of weeks after I left Birmingham, I received a letter from Mr. and Mrs. Digger telling me that they'd found the coin in the craw of the bird they'd killed for their first Sunday dinner together. Which proves once again, miracles do happen. Expense account total, including transportation back to Hartford, $405.10. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the story of a tragedy that befell a sweet old widow, and the very surprising results. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Charles B. Smith, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Eleanor Audley, Herb Ellis, Herb Vigran, Horace Lewis, and Vic Perrin. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
It is a joy to me heart to be hearing the voice of me lover boy.
Meg McCarthy.
Faith, and how could you tell from so far away and so long ago? Now answer me that.
Oh, Meg, I'd recognize that soft, dulcet voice of yours anywhere. How are you?
Oh, Johnny boy, I've got trouble.
And where are you, by the way?
Port Hopeful is the name of the place.
Port Hopeful, huh? You just can't stay away from the sea and ships and sailing men, can you?
And whose leg would you be after trying to pull now? Port Hopeful, Nevada.
Nevada?
Right out in the middle of the desert.
Well, what are you doing there? And why do they call it a port?
Them were the very same identical things I'll be telling you when you get here. And if you take to my advice, you won't waste no time along the way. There's trouble out here. Insurance trouble.
Oh, what company?
Western Life and Trust, they calls it. The very same identical company that's insured the life of this blessed man what's laying dead at me feet.
Dead at your feet? Meg, you don't mean...
Just a minute. If you're by way of implicating that I done him in, you're just an evil-minded, suspicious young... Oh, forgive me, sweetheart boy.
Huh?
Well, you was worried about me, wasn't you?
Well, certainly, of course.
God
But...
love you, but me skirts are clean. Now, will you get moving and come out here?
Well, it kind of depends.
Oh? And just what kind of fancy double talking is that supposed to... Oh, no, you don't.
What?
Get your dirty, filthy, conniving hands off.
Meg, what's the matter?
Take them bracelets
Meg.
out of here and you...
Meg!
Well, I guess I was wrong, Johnny. I guess I am in trouble. Now.
I'll grab the first plane.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Western Life and Trust Insurance Company's San Francisco office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Alkali Mike matter. Expense account item 1, 375, telephone call to Bill Kemper at Western Life and Trust, who talked only long enough to order me onto the first plane for the coast. Item 2, 153.50, transportation on a late evening flight to San Francisco. Item 3, the next morning, 4:25, cab from the airport to Bill Kemper's office in the Lawson building.
Ever hear of Alkali Mike Murphy, Johnny?
Yeah, sure, Bill. At least I think so. Isn't he the kind of legendary character who found so much gold somewhere out here?
Over in the Black Rock Desert, Nevada.
Yeah, a place called Port Hopeful?
That's right. The original Alkali Mike had been the skipper of a sailing ship before he got the lust for gold back in the last century.
Yeah, well, what about it?
Finally found it. Plenty of it. Out there in the desert near the little town of Winnemucca.
And?
Built himself a regular palace out of rocks from the nearby mountains, named it Port Hopeful. Settled down to spend the rest of his days enjoying his money. But then he died. Legend says it was suicide.
Yeah, well, what's that got to do with you or me or the company?
Alkali Mike Murphy, Jr., his son, who spent the last 40 years living there. But now he suddenly died. And how he died affects payoff on the insurance policy we wrote him.
Oh, how much?
$200,000 straight life.
We. Beneficiaries?
2 nephews, 1 niece, and an old housekeeper, all sharing equally, provided, of course, that one of them didn't help him on his way to the great beyond.
And you think maybe one of them did?
$50,000 apiece is a lot of money, Johnny.
Which one?
I'll grant you it's only a hunch. But if I were you, I'd make a pretty careful check on that housekeeper.
Meg McCarthy?
She's an old... Oh, yes, what do you know about this McCarthy woman?
Oh, plenty, Bill.
Then you think my hunch is right?
No.
What?
Because if it is, I'll handle this case for nothing.
But according to the police over
What's
there...
more, I'll quit the insurance business. Item 4, 1320, cab to the airport, plane fare and incidentals to Reno, Nevada. There I rented a car, that's item 5, and headed north and east on Route 40. After about 165 miles of nothing but sagebrush and cactus, I pulled into the town of Winnemucca. I dropped off my bags at the Motel Winnemucca, then headed for the local police headquarters. I was introduced to a Sergeant Otis Framley.
There's no point in driving out to Port Hopeful, Mr. Dollar. We've got the number 1 suspect right here. Picked her up last night.
Her? Meg McCarthy?
Right.
And you suspect her of what?
Murder? If she didn't poison old Alkali Mike, I'll eat my shirt.
Then you'd better decide right now if you want it baked, boiled, or fried. Where is she?
In her cell. Come on. You mean you've got some reason for thinking she didn't do it?
I know Meg McCarthy.
Yeah, but don't you see she's the only one who was anywhere near him? Besides, look at the motive.
Yeah, suppose you tell me about it.
Well, she's only been out there at Hopeful taking care of him about 6 months. Yet she gets under the skin of the old codger enough to make him turn over a big hunk of his insurance money.
And that takes care of motive, huh?
Well, doesn't it?
Let's go talk to Meg.
Now, look, she's a pretty tough customer when she wants to be, so...
She's a pretty tough customer. And if you silly, stupid income poop starts...
All right, Meg, take it easy.
Oh, take it easy, is it? If you blinking idiom think you can keep a decent, self-respected lady...
I said take it easy.
And I say, Oh, Johnny, darling.
Me ever-loving boy.
Hi, Meg, you old rascal.
Sweetheart, I knowed you'd come to save me out of this horrible place.
Yeah, well, that pretty much depends on you, on what you're able to tell me about this whole thing.
You bet I'll tell you. Only, Johnny.
What's the matter?
Sure, I'll tell you. All I know. And it'll be the honest truth, Johnny boy. But don't you see? The only evidence I can give is enough to hang me.
Meg.
Oh, Johnny, I need your help. I need it bad.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Alkali Mike matter.
The sergeant left Meg McCarthy and me alone there at the jail in Winnemucca, Nevada. And she told me all she knew.
Johnny had just plain got fed up with all the noisy, roistering, drunken sailors that used to come to my fancy cafe back on the East Coast. So when I heard that Alkali Mike Murphy was looking for a nice, quiet, respectable lady to be his housekeeper out here in the peaceful, quiet desert, well, I took the job.
You've been out here about 6 months.
Yes, Johnny boy. And me and Alkali, we just got along fine. I cooked good meals for him, and we played cribbage together in the evenings. And it got me a real bang out of keeping that old palace of his all neat and tidy for him.
Yeah, sure. But now, Meg, I understand he named you as a beneficiary of his big insurance policy.
I told him I didn't want it. And besides, I have plenty of money of me own from selling out my cafe back east.
Do you know the other beneficiaries?
Huh? Do I know them? Them nephews and that niece. Just hanging around, waiting for him to die these last 20 years. That's all they've been doing. Except maybe Edgar.
Edgar?
Edgar Murphy, the oldest nephew, the nice one. He has a fine job over to the bank in Lovelock.
And the others?
Margaret. Oh, she's a disgrace to me fine old name. Playing around with every Tom, Dick, and Henry she can get her hands on. Looking for the one with the most money so she can snag him and live the easy life.
Where is she?
It's for Danny. Well, he's another no-count. Spends all his time horsing around and gambling.
Where are they now?
Up to Port Hopeful, where else? Each of them trying to chisel the others out of all the fine furniture and old silverware and lovely china. You know, when the estate gets settled. The sneaky, snivelly...
All right, Meg, all right. If I'm going to try to help you, there are some things I have to know.
I'll tell you everything, Johnny boy.
How did Alkali Mike die?
Poison, the doctor said it was. In something that he ate.
And who could have given it to him?
There's the trouble, darling.
Huh?
I was the only one with him. I was the only one ever touched his food.
Could it have been poisoned before it was brought into the house?
No, never. Everything I bought for him and me come from the markets right here in Winnemucca. Besides, Johnny, I always had the same things he did.
Even the day he died?
Yes. Even that same fateful morning.
Well, did the doctor say what the poison was?
Yes. Quinititani.
Quintanogen?
Yes, that was it. Sulfur or something.
Quintanogen sulfonate?
Yes, it's sulfonate.
Now, that's strange. Because if I remember correctly, that's related to one of the old Indian arrow poisons.
But Johnny, there ain't been no Indians around here for years. At least the wild ones.
Look, Meg, I want to go out to that so-called palace, Fort Hopeful, but I want you with me.
Well, of course, lover. Only how can I get out of this jail?
Let me worry about that. It took the help of a local attorney that set him $500. But I managed to get Meg out of the clink, as long as Sergeant Framley stayed with us, that is. We headed out across the desert over a road that should have been traveled only by jeep. And finally, after about 60 miles of it, we came into a bare, rocky valley. And there in the middle of it sat the palace, Fort Hopeful. Only it should have been called Fort Hopeless.
Ain't it a beautiful spot, Johnny boy?
It was an atrocity, a huge, rambling jumble of native stone badly cemented together. There were almost as many doors sagging on their hinges as there were windows, as though the whole place had been put together one room at a time. Windows were set in at cockeyed angles, and most of them were dirty. 3 fairly new cars were parked out in front.
The relatives, Dollar. They've been here ever since the old coot died, like a bunch of buzzards. Vultures.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, come on, let's go in.
Yes, and see how they've messed up our lovely palace whilst I've been languishing myself away in that hooscar.
Hey, look, Sergeant, if old Alkali was murdered.
Of course he was. How else would he get that poison?
Well, how about these relatives?
That's what I've been trying to tell these harebrains.
All right, Meg, please.
These bird-tailed idioms around here seem to think I'm the only one.
Meg, shut up.
Yes, dearie. You know I loved you when you talked to me like that. Just like my dear departed husband, God.
Yes, all right. Well, what about it, Sergeant?
Oh, you mean his own kin? No, Mr. Dollar. People out here in this part of the country have too much respect for their own kin.
Even when there's a lot of money involved?
Yes, I even go so far
What do
as
you mean, Sergeant, bringing that killer back here?
Well, it's this way, Edgar.
Yes, Sergeant, how dare you?
Now, look, it's all perfectly legal.
Legal? This woman killed our uncle.
Now, look, will you? Mr. Dollar here is an insurance investigator.
Johnny Dollar?
That's right.
Oh, I've heard about you.
Well, I haven't.
I'm Margie. And believe me, Edgar, everything will be all right with him here. Won't it, Johnny?
Will it?
I'm sure it will.
We'll see. You want to come in?
What do you mean, do we want to come in? You think we're going to stand out here on our feet all day?
Why don't you drop dead?
Oh, blatterscotch.
All right, Meg, come on.
Sit down, Johnny. Here.
Incidentally, where's the other nephew? Danny?
I'm Danny Murphy Dollar, and I agree with Ed. You've got no business bringing that old witch that murdered our uncle back into this house.
Oh, that's so?
She had no business ever being here. Chiseled her way into his affection so she could cut in on whatever dough he'd leave. And then to make sure he'd leave it in a hurry, she knocked him off.
Uh-huh. Wouldn't that same reason make all three of you want to see him out of the way?
Now, just a minute. Just take it easy, Danny.
Well, what do you mean, take it easy? He's practically accusing us of killing Alkali.
If the shoe fits, Danny boy.
Why, you dirty...
You lay one hand on Johnny Dollar and I'll tear your eyes out from limb to limb.
Okay, Meg. Meg!
Yes, darling.
Mr. Dollar's right, Danny. Margie, and you know it. You know it as well as I do. Sure, we wanted him gone. We wanted his money, that insurance. If Danny here hadn't talked him into that insurance, we wouldn't even have that to look forward to.
Well, can you blame us, Johnny, for not wanting her to share it?
But she will. Unless you can prove she killed your uncle.
What's she ever done, knowing him for only a few months, to make her deserve a share?
Margie, I suspect Meg is the only one who showed your uncle any kind of care and consideration in years.
Well, what did you expect of us?
Mr. Dollar's right. Why kid about it? Heaven knows she deserves his money as much as any of us, whether we like it or not. The fact remains, Dollar, somebody killed our uncle.
And you've all carefully made sure that Meg would be suspect.
Well, yes.
Johnny.
Look, I'm going to play a hunch that maybe he wasn't murdered at all.
But the evidence, Dollar.
What evidence, Sergeant?
He was poisoned.
Yeah, all right, we'll accept that. But I'm still going to play that hunch.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Alkali Mike matter.
Now, look here, Dollar. We know that old Alkali Mike was poisoned. If that isn't murder, what is it?
Have you ever thought of suicide, Sergeant?
Suicide?
Oh, of course not. This money-grabbing old biddy here did him in.
Now, just a minute, Margie Murphy.
Sure. Why would old Alkali ever commit suicide?
I don't know, Danny. Disappointment over you three, his only relative?
He paid no attention to us.
Or was it the other way around? You paid no attention to him.
He didn't want us around. Except maybe Edgar.
Well, offhand, I can't say that I blame him. But he did welcome the care and whatever affection Meg may have given him.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, that's true.
She was after his money, that's all.
I told him I didn't want his money. And if you don't shut up, you little squirm and conniving...
Meg!
All right. Johnny, bye.
What are you looking so thoughtful about, Edgar?
Suicide. Old Alkali's father chose to go that way.
Yeah, I know.
No one understood why. He had everything he wanted, money, even this so-called palace, this atrocity that he named Port Hopeful.
You mean he had no more reason to take his life than your uncle?
Well, that's what I mean, Sergeant.
How did his father take his life?
By drinking poison, an old Indian poison.
Quintanogen sulfonate.
Oh, no. Oh, the cup.
What? What?
The old cup that his father had used.
What are you talking about, Meg?
Come here, all of you. Come here in the dining room.
What for, Meg?
In here, where he keeps all the old silver and china and brickety-brack. Here. Now look here in the china closet. There, you see.
That cup or mug on the top shelf, Dollar.
Is that the one his father used to drink the poison?
Yes. But it's never been used since.
Oh, no. No, Mr. Edgar, that's where you're wrong.
What?
Oh, saints preserve us. This is terrible.
What is it, Meg? Get to the point.
Yes, Johnny, but it scares me.
Well?
Every night after his dinner, Alkali, God rest his poor soul, he'd have his whiskey from one of the clay mugs on that shelf, a different mug every night.
Yes, that's true.
Except that never would he touch that one. The lavender one.
Well, so what?
Called it the death cup. Only he joked about it. But then the night before he died, he talked about it again.
Let me see that mug.
Well, I'll get it for you.
He said it was making a superstitious old fool out of him.
Here.
He said his father drank from it and died. But that he would drink from it and live. That he'd show he weren't superstitious about it. Oh.
Good heavens, look here.
And I poured the drink for him.
What is it, Dollar?
Yeah, what is it?
The heavy deposit in the bottom of this mug. Hard as a rock.
But still the poison?
Yeah. The same deep purple color of quintanagin sulfonate.
After 40 years?
Oh, I tried to wash it out, Johnny, before and after the use.
Oh, water wouldn't touch that stuff.
Oh, that's why I thought it was part of the clay.
But the alcohol in this whiskey would.
Oh.
It released enough of that poison to kill him.
Oh, if only I'd have known.
The police took a long time over this one, but they finally reached the same conclusion I had. Accidental death. So, the relatives will collect the insurance, and Meg, bless her heart. But I'm afraid that mere money will never take the place of a friend, Alkali Mike. Expense account total, including incidentals and fare back to Hartford, $525 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Perry Jameson, the Paramount Insurance Adjuster, Johnny.
Hi, Perry. It's been a long time. I'd begun to think you're neglecting me.
Oh, how you talk. Matter of fact, I've just been waiting for a nasty enough case to come along for you.
Yeah, you do have a habit of handing me the dirty ones. What is it this time?
Four State, out in Denver.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
Well, they're a small outfit. By contract, all their claims are routed through us. Damage appraisals, payment dispersals, and so on.
So what's happened?
Well, we've had to pay a lot of claims for them recently. Too many. What's more, they've all been big ones and on fairly young policies.
Well, Perry, you know as well as I do that things will average out in the long run. Unless something's wrong.
60,000 on one policy, 35,000 on another, 70,000, and a cool 150,000 on one just last week.
Shoot.
And the beneficiary in each case has been the same man.
Then no wonder you... Just leave the door open, Perry. I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Paramount Insurance Adjuster's Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Denver dispersal matter. Expense account item 1, $1.10 for the cab that took me over to Perry Jameson's office at Paramount. True to form, the door was wide open for me.
I kind of thought this thing might get you down here in a hurry, Johnny. Sit down.
Yeah, thanks.
And I took the liberty of calling TWA and getting you a seat on the plane to Denver.
Good idea. When?
Well, there's one leaving New York at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And I'll get you into Denver about, 10:30 Mountain Time.
Uh-huh.
Think you can make it?
Sure.
Charge your expenses to us. That's the deal we have with 4 states.
All right.
And the man to see out there, it's almost a one-man outfit, his name is William Whitney.
Got it. Now, look, Perry, I've been thinking on the way over here.
Woo, wonders will never cease.
Thanks, pal, but how well do you know this man, Whitney?
Maybe he's in cahoots with this big beneficiary, this Don Ricardo.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Such things have happened.
No, Johnny, you're wrong. Poor old Willie Whitney's a mild, timid milquetoast. His wife, an ex-chorus girl who probably thought he had money. Well, you can be sure she's the one who wears the pants in the family. Well, Willie would cringe at the thought of hurting a fly.
Well, it was an idea.
I don't blame you, but no, forget it.
Well, what makes you so sure something's wrong?
Well, I didn't say I was, but $215,000 to one beneficiary in a period of only 3 months. Well, I just want to be sure it's okay. And I called you in because I am willing to pay to make sure.
No, don't worry, Perry. You will. Expense account item 2, $141 even, plane fare and incidentals, Hartford to New York to Denver. Originally Indian country, the mile-high city is now a maze of oil refineries, steel companies, grain mills, chemical and manufacturing plants. A huge downtown shopping area and beautiful tree-studded residential sections. No wonder it's one of the big insurance centers. Item 3, $2 even for a cab into town where I park myself at the world-famous Brown Palace Hotel. Item 4, 10 cents, phone call to an old newspaper pal from back east who is now working on the Denver Post.
Pete Packard.
Johnny Dollar, Pete Packard.
Okay, what's the story? Johnny Dollar. Hey, how are you, Keith?
Great.
You gonna be here long? We gotta get together. Where you staying?
The Brown Palace.
Now,
Pete.
look, you want us to dig up a couple of dates? We'll go out on the town. Remember the last time we tied one on together?
Ooh, are you kidding? I had such a headache the next morning, it hasn't left me yet.
Well,
Hey,
look,
listen.
Keith, I get away from the desk at 2 a.m.
No, you look.
Huh?
I'm out here on a job, insurance investigation. Did you ever hear of a man named Don Ricardo?
You know Don Ricardo?
No. What do you know about him?
Well, they say, now mind you, I don't know for sure, Keith, but don't forget I did a hitch on the Chicago Sun-Times a few years back.
What's that got to do with Don Ricardo?
It was back in the days of the Capone mob.
Oh.
And Don Ricardo, well, mind you, nobody was ever able to pin anything on him.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Where does he live, Pete?
20, 30 miles east, the other side of Golden, a little place called Millville.
Uh-huh.
Now, mind you, Keith, I don't want to really say anything against him. I mean, if I don't seem to be really telling you anything about him...
Pete, I think you've told me plenty.
Well, now listen, Keith.
Thanks, and I'll be talking to you. It was late, and I was tired, but I went downstairs to the cocktail bar, and with the help of a big fat tip for a nightcap, got some more lowdown on Don Ricardo. The bartender talked plenty. Yeah, it seems Ricardo was living the life of Riley in the little town of Millville. Lovely home, expensive cars, threw a lot of big, gaudy parties. And always for people from out of town, mostly Chicago or Miami Beach. Yeah, the bartender talked plenty. Until he spotted a lean, well-dressed, rather too well-dressed man sitting alone at one of the tables watching him. A man who'd somehow forgotten to take off the light gray hat that shaded his features and slightly narrowed eyes. The bartender clammed up. I paid for my drink, that's item 5, and was conscious of being watched closely as I casually sauntered out and took the elevator up to my room. First thing in the morning, I looked up the address of 4 State. Instead of the striking new mile-high center as I'd expected, it was a dingy old office building on South Broadway. William Whitney looked a little old and dingy himself.
Johnny Dollar, the special investigator?
That's right, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, well, sit down, won't you?
All right, thanks.
Just here on a visit?
I'm here because the insurance adjusters are concerned about some recent claims they've had to pay on policies issued by you.
We've been very unfortunate lately, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah. $215,000, unfortunate. On only 4 policies.
Yes, and all paid to the same beneficiary by some odd coincidence.
You sure it was coincidence? Who were the policyholders?
By some old miners living over near Golden.
Old miners insuring for those amounts?
Yes, sir. They were all able to pay the premium.
Give me their names.
Yes, sir.
Unless I'm cockeyed, there's something wrong with this whole thing, and I intend to find out what it is.
The policies were issued in good faith, and the premiums paid. But I agree with you, sir, and I'm terribly concerned. I'm glad you're here, sir. It will not only save the company a lot of money, but it will take a great load off my mind. Here's the list.
Yeah. Do you know the beneficiary, this Don Ricardo?
Only through seeing him when I've given him the checks.
Barno, Mulligan, R. Smith, and J. Smith. Did any of these insured have families?
Well, I don't know. You see, the beneficiary in each case...
Yeah, I know. Better let me see those policies. Whitney left me alone while I plowed through his files. Satisfied, at least, that the policies themselves were okay, I finally left him, hailed a taxi, and told the driver to head for the town of Golden. As we pulled away from the curve, a small black foreign car in the next block swung around and appeared to follow us, and I wondered. But then it cut off at an intersection, and I decided I was imagining things. Until we pulled up at one of the addresses Whitney had given me in Golden, a ramshackle, unpainted old frame house on the edge of town. I told the driver to wait for me and walk up to the front door.
It looks to me like that house is empty, mister. You sure you give me the right address?
Yeah, this is the address, all right. But I guess that... Huh?
Hey, that door open by itself?
I don't know. Hello? Hello? Anybody? No!
Mister!
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Our flag now numbers 50 stars. And behind each star there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. Vermont's state flag, in its early form, imitated our national flag, uniquely bearing 17 stripes and 17 stars, with only the inscribed word Vermont to distinguish it. The good people of Vermont assumed, as did our national government, that stripes as well as stars would be added as each new state entered the Union. Vermont entered the Union after Tennessee and Ohio, and with Kentucky to join shortly, the Vermonters naturally put 17 stripes on their flag. In 1818, the United States Congress put a stop to this, and since then the stripes have always been at 13, and only stars are added for each new state. Vermont's present flag captures the famous beauty of the Green Mountain State in its coat of arms, and inscribed is the phrase, Vermont, Freedom and Unity. Vermont's state flag, the flag of the 14th state to enter the Union, was adopted on April 26, 1923.
And now, Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Denver dispersal matter.
The old house at the edge of Golden, Colorado looked empty, but I knocked anyway.
You sure you give me the right address, mister?
Yeah, driver, this is the address, all right. But I guess that... Huh?
Hey, that door open by itself?
I don't know. Hello? Hello? Anybody? Oh!
Mister!
Mister! Go back. Get away from this open door.
But you're hurt. Your neck, you're bleeding to death.
Stay down. Barely nicked me. I'm all right.
Holy cow. I thought you was a goner. Here, let me help you.
You'll need help if you don't stay out of his line of fire.
Well, who was it? You see anybody?
Hey, listen.
Yeah, that's a car pulling away from the back.
Get a look at it. Well?
I can't tell. That dusty side road back there. Looks like a little one, though.
Foreign car?
Too far away now. I can't tell. But it's black.
All right, come on. We're getting back into your cab.
Yeah, I'll get you to a doctor.
No, I'm okay. You know where Millville is?
Sure, a few miles east. It's an old mining...
Come on. Do you know where Don Ricardo lives?
For sure, You want to go there?
Does he own a small black foreign car?
Yeah, real expensive job. I've seen him in town. But, mister,
Come on, because I'll lay odds he's the one who fired those shots.
You mind if I drop you off a few blocks away from his place?
The cab driver relented, dropped me off at Ricardo's front door, then hightailed it for other parts. It was a nice home, very modern, seemingly out of place in what had once been a prosperous mining center, but was now a little more than a ghost town.
Yes?
Mr. Ricardo?
That's right. Who are you?
I think you know, but I'll tell you anyhow. I'm Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Oh, come in, Mr. Dollar. We can sit in the den. Would you like a drink?
No, thanks.
What happened to your neck there? It's been bleeding.
I will get to that later.
I've been rather expecting someone like you to call in view of my good fortune in insurance money lately. Sit down. You sure you wouldn't like a drink?
Tell me one thing.
Yes.
Who paid the premiums on those 4 policies that netted you a couple of $100,000?
Why, the policyholders, of course. At least to the best of my knowledge.
4 old broken-down miners?
They were still quite active, Mr. Dollar, hoping to find a new vein in some of the old workings in this region.
Then maybe you grub-staked them, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did. And they promised me a share of whatever they might find. In return, they named me in their insurance policy.
Oh, you must have given them plenty. More than a worked-out mine could ever yield.
How do you mean?
To afford the premiums on those hefty policies.
Now, look, Dollar, it was all perfectly legal on the up and up.
How old were they? Barno?
Barno? About 68, I believe.
Mulligan and Smith and the other Smith?
About the same. So what?
Oh, the company was crazy. How did they die, Ricardo?
By some strange coincidence, the poor old fellows all went the same way. Accidents there in the mine they were working.
Did the police investigate those accidents?
I imagine so. Now, look,
Ricardo, as you know very well, I was shot at a few minutes ago.
Shot at?
At a little isolated house on the edge of Golden. You were a lousy shot.
Aye. Now, look here.
Also, you should have known better than to park that little foreign job of yours in the driveway, at least without washing it down.
What are you talking about?
That kind of purplish dust it's covered with.
Dust?
Yeah, I'm talking about the side road back of that house where you tried to plug me. Well?
Okay, Dollar. Maybe you're right about the whole thing. So what if I did try to knock you off?
Oh, you admit it, huh?
Yeah, why not? But since I didn't kill you then...
Oh, no, you're not.
All right. Put him up. Face the wall, Ricardo. Hands off of me. Come on, get your hands
Officer,
off.
I've never seen a prettier uniform in my life.
What is this?
We've been waiting a long time to nail you, Ricardo. Get him out of here, boys.
All right, take it easy.
Pete!
So help me, Keith, I knew if anybody would bring Ricardo out in the open, you would.
You mean to say that...
Yeah, I figured I'd better bring these state police out here.
Oh, Pete, you're a doll.
Now, let you and me go out and tear the town apart, huh?
Later. After I finish this job.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Over 150 years ago, the Swiss poet Henri Amiel wrote, "Heroism is the brilliant triumph of the soul over fear. Heroism is the dazzling and glorious concentration of courage." During the Korean campaign, Corporal Ronald Rosser was attached to the heavy mortar company of the 38th Infantry, 2nd Division, United States Army. Rosser, a veteran of World War II, rejoined the Army and shipped to Korea when he heard that his brother had fallen in the winter assault of the Chinese Communists. One day, Rosser's company moved into enemy territory. At the time, the corporal was a forward observer and carried a radio. Suddenly, in the midst of an enemy attack, Rosser handed his radio to a buddy, slipped the safety off his carbine, and filled his shirt with hand grenades. He charged at the enemy through fierce mortar and artillery fire, shooting from the hip. Straddling a bunker, he riddled its occupants. Still advancing, he accounted for 2 more of the enemy, shooting one through the head and clubbing another to death. Continuing his one-man charge, he jumped into a trench full of enemy soldiers, opened fire, and forced his way relentlessly down the length of the trench, killing right and left with grenades and carbine fire. Out of ammunition, he returned to his company, where he replenished his supply. Then he charged the enemy again and again. Finally, he returned to his own area, and taking the radio back from his friend, he moved out with his company. Corporal Ronald Rosser was awarded the Medal of Honor for his action. Action which had shown the enemy that his personal code of conduct wouldn't let them push around either his kid brother or his country.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Denver dispersal matter.
It took hours, even with Pete Packard's help, and he finally had to go back to his job at the Denver Post. But there in Don Ricardo's house, carefully hidden away under a drawer lining and a sideboard, I found what I was looking for, a handful of canceled checks. It was well after dark when I appropriated one of Ricardo's fancy cars and drove back to Denver, to a little house in the south end of town, not far from the office of Fourth State Insurance Company. As I pulled to a stop, a big fancy truck nearly sideswiped me. Good. It covered the sound of my stopping there. As unobtrusively as possible, I walked up to the front door of the place. Even above the sound of passing traffic, I could hear voices, loud ones, coming from somewhere in the rear of the building. Cautiously, I edged my way around the side to where I could see the lighted window of a bedroom.
All right, I heard you. Only why don't you tell me why?
Stop asking questions. Get the things back. Make sure it's only enough to put in the car. We're traveling light and fast.
All right, Willie, all right already. Boy, you're bossier than Don ever was when you want to be.
Forget Don Ricardo and collect your stuff. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be working in one of his nightclubs in Chicago.
Lucky you never talked this way down to that insurance office of
Oh,
yours.
stop that.
I thought we was going to stay in Denver until you made a lot of dough at the insurance racket, huh?
I left this happy domestic scene to walk slowly back to the front door. Yep. My original hunch at the office in Hartford had been right.
What's that?
Somebody at the front door.
Well, why don't you go answer it? Huh? Willie?
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
That's right.
Oh, my, I'm glad you're here, sir.
Well, you look upset, Mr. Whitney.
I am, sir. I am terribly upset.
Handbags, they're in the hall.
Yes.
Going somewhere?
It's that Don Ricardo.
Oh? I thought you didn't really know him.
I didn't. Oh, if only I'd done it before. I'd never have issued those policies naming him as beneficiary.
Done what, Mr. Whitney?
Investigated that Ricardo. But I did, after you left me this morning. He's a gangster. An ex-gangster, Mr. Dollar.
No.
Yes. I suddenly realized that in your investigation, you'd investigate him, and he'd think I'd had you investigate him. He'd think I was trying to make trouble for him. It frightened me terribly.
And that's why you decided to leave town, huh?
Yes, of course, until this whole thing blows over. He's a dangerous man. He'd stop at nothing. He might even try to kill me. I must leave here immediately.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure of that. Where did you plan to go?
Far away, anywhere where he couldn't find me.
And where maybe I couldn't find you.
Of course. What? Why did you say that?
Well, I was just thinking. This morning when I was going through the files at your office, you left me alone for a while.
Yes, I recall that I did.
Why? To make a phone call, maybe? To Don Ricardo?
What?
Is that why he just happened to be waiting in his little foreign car a block or so up the street about the time I left your office in a cab?
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
Pretty good theory, isn't it? Especially when I have these little scraps of paper to back it up.
What are those?
Some of Don Ricardo's canceled checks. Made out to you. 20% of the take on those big, fat insurance payments.
Where did you get those?
Funny, too. They're all dated one day after you paid off on each of those big claims.
Give me
those? You don't. We're going to need these.
No, I'll kill you.
Mr. Milktoast, huh?
You dirty. I'll kill you.
Okay, baby.
All right.
Okay, Willie, get up on your feet.
Yes, sir. Anything you say, Mr. Dollar. But please, you must believe me.
Oh,
I'm
cut
an
it.
innocent
That
man.
timid soul pose of yours may have sold insurance to a handful of suckers, Whitney. But it hasn't sold me a thing. Oh, I suppose you find them in every trade. That still doesn't justify their even being alive, though. Fortunately, in the insurance business, they never get away with it for long. Even a team like Whitney and Ricardo. I wonder if they're sharing the same cell. Expense account, item 6, $10 to the doctor who sewed up my neck. Item 7, $84 for a night on the town with Pete Packard. Strangely enough, I still have a bit of a headache from it. Expense account total, including a little gift to that taxi driver, incidentals and transportation back to Hartford, $391.80. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Our flag now numbers 50 stars, and behind each star there stands yet another flag representing one of the 50 states. Idaho's state flag
depicts the prime industrial pursuit of its citizens, mining. Balanced against this image is a female figure combining the virtues of the goddess of liberty, for she carries the spear and cap of liberty, and the goddess of justice, represented by the scales in her hand. A bright shining star in the heavens is an indication that Idaho has joined the nation. Overall is the motto, Esto Perpetua, may she endure forever. Idaho's state flag, the flag of the 43rd state to enter the Union, was adopted on March 12, 1907.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a killer's list. That's right, a list of victims. And guess who's on it? Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote today's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Forrest Lewis, Barney Phillips, Edgar Beria, Frank Gerstle, and Peter Leeds. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
George Reed here, Johnny.
Well, George, I'm really glad to talk to you.
Oh? Why do you say it that way?
Because every insurance case I handle for that company of yours pays me a nice fat fee. And right now I can use a little extra cash.
Well, now, Johnny...
So tell me all. What's Floyd's of England upset about this time?
Well, I'm not sure.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
But, Johnny, I just received a transatlantic telephone call from Paris, France, from a man who wanted to contact you but didn't know where to call you. And he identified himself only as Le Chat Gris.
Oh? Le Chat Gris?
It's French, Johnny.
No.
And I believe it means the gray cat.
Yeah. And George, the name fits him.
You know him, then?
His real name is de Marsac. He probably knows more about the dark alleys and back streets of Paris.
Oh?
Yeah, and about the people. In other words, the underworld. What did he call about?
He mentioned the Blue Madonna.
The what?
It's a painting, Johnny, a small oil painting by a modern artist named Vincent Bardot. It's owned by a Mr. Kingsley Holland down in Philadelphia.
Yeah?
It hangs in the Gavin Galleries, and we've insured it for $12,000.
Well, what did he have to say about it?
Only that you're to call him. His number there in Paris is Orleans 57722.
Uh-huh.
That he has some very interesting information for you about that painting.
Oh, sure. That he'll be glad to give me for a price.
Exactly. I can't for the life of me figure what his interest is in it. If there were anything amiss, I'm sure the gallery would have called me.
George, if you knew that character as well as I do, you'd okay my expense account without even looking at it and be willing to pay me that big fee I was talking about.
What do you mean?
Want to make a bet?
What kind of a bet?
I'll give you odds of 10 to 1 that whatever's hanging in that gallery down there in Philadelphia is not the Blue Madonna.
What? Now, look, Johnny, good heavens.
George, I'll be talking to you.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Blue Madonna matter. Expense account item 1, $12 even for a phone call to my underworld contact in Paris, France, a man by the name of Dumarsac, who calls himself the Gray Cat.
Oh, oui, Monsieur Dollar. This is your very dear friend, Le Chagris?
Very dear friend, huh? Now listen, you telephoned George Reed that you have some real hot information about a painting his company insured.
Ah, oui, Le Madonna Bleu. What did you call the Blue Madonna?
Okay. How much you want this time?
Oh, monsieur, you touch me to the quick. Well, one might think that I slave and suffer and risk my life on your behalf only for money.
How much, Dumarsac?
Say, $1,000.
$1,000? Look, if your info's worth anything, I'll send you a check for $50.
$50? No. 900?
Okay, I'll make it 75.
But, monsieur, 750?
How about an even 100?
500.
2.
4?
3, that's final.
Oh, please. 200?
Okay, 200.
Oui. Eh? No.
It's all settled, $200. Now, what about the Blue Madonna?
Yes. It is now here in Paris.
Yeah, where?
In the shop of Monsieur Dubuisson on the Rue des Pas de la Moule.
Dubuisson? Huh. You sure it isn't just a copy? That he'll try to foist it off on some wealthy sucker?
Dubuisson is a crook, an evil crook. But he is an honest one.
Oh, sure.
Yes, and he knows the works of art. Also, he's very clever. To get his price, he will wait until the real Madonna is discovered missing.
If it really is. That's what I'll check on now.
And then you will send me the $500, my very dear friend.
200, remember?
Oui, I cheated myself. But, monsieur...
Yeah?
Suppose I could find out who smuggled the painting into him, eh?
Fine.
That would be worth a lot to you, no? Say 1,000?
We'll see. I'll be talking to you. Item 2, 420. I phoned to my old pal, Foster Harmon, down in Sarasota, Florida. Told him I'd pay his fare if he'd grab the first plane out and meet me in Philadelphia at the Bellevue Stratford Hotel. I knew that if anybody could identify the genuine painting, he could. Item 3, $9.40 for my own transportation to the city of brotherly love. Item 4, $9.50, cocktails and dinner for the two of us there at the Bellevue.
Yes, the Blue Madonna is one of Vincent Bardot's best-known works. I don't think there's another living artist who could so effectively use various shades of just one color. But what about it, Johnny?
Well, first thing in the morning, I want you to come along with me and take a look at it.
It's in the Gavin Galleries, isn't it, up on Walnut Street?
Yeah, at least it's supposed to be.
Suppose?
Now, all I want you to do is take a good look at it, then reserve any comments until after we get out of the place.
And?
That's all.
Well, but Johnny...
Meantime, I want to check with the owner of that painting. The telephone directory gave me Kingsley Holland's address. Item 4, 620 for a cab to a small apartment house out in West Philadelphia. Holland turned out to be, well, I'd say he was about 30, short, lean, and nervous, with the surly expression of a man who feels the world hasn't done right by him.
Yeah? You mean you're interested in buying the Blue Banana?
Well, it all depends, Mr. Holland.
Uh-huh. Look, Dollar, that's what you said your name is?
Yes, that's right, Johnny Dollar.
Sounds familiar. Well, anyway, listen.
Yeah?
That gallery's got a price of $18,000 on it. But if you want to buy it direct from me, and right now, I'll give it to you for $12,000. Save yourself a few $1,000, and it'll save me having to pay them their 20%.
But if you've already commissioned the gallery to sell it for you...
So I'll tell them I changed my mind, that I want to keep it. Then when they find out that I've sold it, well, them try and catch up with me and collect. Because me, I'll be right back in little old gay Paris.
Back in Paris?
Sure, I'd be there still, only I ran out of money.
$12,000, huh?
That's exactly what it's insured for. And that's what they appraised it for when I got it from my uncle's estate. With all his money, what does he die and leave me with but a lousy painting? Well, do you want it?
Let me think about it. I'm staying at the Bellevue Stratford.
Sure. Just don't tell them at the Gavin Gallery about our little deal, huh? What those crooks don't know won't hurt it.
Crooks?
You think for a minute all that stuff they've got laying around the place is genuine? But the Blue Madonna is.
You're sure?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Just stick around, Mr. Holland.
Any reason why I shouldn't?
I don't know. Is there?
Now, wait a minute, Dollar.
I'll be in touch with you.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Blue Madonna matter.
Had Kingsley Holland, the owner of the painting, recognized my name? I thought so. And if a switch in that painting had been made and he knew about it, well, I'd do well to look out for him. Yeah, the more I thought about it, the more certain I became that whatever hung in the Gavin galleries was not the Blue Madonna. Item 5, another $6 for a taxi back to my hotel. Item 6, $5.80, breakfast the next morning for Foster Harmon and myself. By 10 o'clock, we were at the Gavin galleries, looking at a pretty modern, but I must say beautiful painting.
It's amazing, Johnny, amazing. The most extraordinary... Well, I just can't believe it.
Can't believe what, Foster? That it's the real thing or just a good copy?
Oh, good morning, sir.
That's just it. You see...
I've helped these gentlemen.
Johnny...
Hold it, Foss.
That painting, you know, is a genuine Bardot.
Yeah? My name is Johnny Dollar. This is Mr. Foster Harmon.
Gentlemen, I'm Arnold Gavin. You're interested in buying the Blue Madonna?
If this is really it.
Johnny, listen.
Wait, Foster. What is the price of it, Mr. Gavin?
20,000. Mr. Dollar, did you say?
Yeah, but, wow. Haven't you got a Bardot that's a bit cheaper?
His Laconic Lagoon is priced at 10,000.
Holy. Well, how about a copy of this?
Bardot has never allowed his works to be copied.
Johnny, listen.
Yeah, Foster. It looks like this stuff is too rich for our blood.
No.
Come on, let's go back to the Bellevue Stratford.
No, listen.
Perhaps there's something else that might interest you.
No, I'm afraid not, but thank you.
That's quite all right. Now, look, suppose I come back later.
Johnny, listen.
Come on, will you?
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Gavin.
Now, Johnny...
Just take it easy. Well, Foss?
It's a fraud, Johnny. It's a copy. I'm sure of it.
Hey. Did you say that Blue Madonna's a copy, mister?
Yes.
Wait, Foss.
Well, I thought you were looking at it kind of funny there in the gallery.
Yes, sir. It's a fraud.
Foster.
You don't mind my asking, who are you?
My name is Foster Harmon.
Harmon? From the John Ringling Museum down in Florida?
That's right.
Well, then you ought to know.
Now, just a minute, mister.
Say, aren't you Johnny Dollar, the insurance investigator?
So what? Who are you?
Me? Well, I'm Rube Alloway of Transworld News Service.
News Service? Oh, fine.
Yeah, I'll see you, boys, and thanks a lot.
Well, Foss, it looks like you opened your mouth and stuck my foot in it.
Well, I'm sorry, Johnny, but what I said is true. That Blue Madonna is an imitation, a phony.
That much I already knew. At least I was pretty sure of it.
But don't you see the amazing thing? Well, Johnny, that copy is so perfect, so exactly in the style of Vincent Bardot, even to little things, little idiosyncrasies that even the finest copyist couldn't match. Certain minute details about an artist's work are as distinctive, as impossible to copy as a man's own fingerprints.
Yeah, well...
What I'm trying to say is that if I didn't know every brush mark on the original...
Okay, Foss, forget it.
Forget it?
Hey, listen. Kingsley Holland, the owner, and I wouldn't trust him for a minute. I think he knows who I am. If so, and if he knows that painting is just a copy, well, he's pretty sure to figure out what I'm doing here.
Johnny, he must know it's a copy. If he gave it to the galleries to sell.
Perhaps. Or maybe the switch was made after it was hung there.
Then what you're saying is that either one of them could be responsible for the fraud.
That's right. How well do you know the Gavin galleries?
Well, they're not very big. You could see that for yourself. And, of course, they're rather new in the business.
I think I'd better get a rundown on this Arnold Gavin while we're waiting at the hotel.
Waiting? What for?
Well, you plant a couple of seeds. You hope that one of them will sprout.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Foss, I told both of them who I am in the hope they'd guess at why I'm here. I also gave them reason to suspect I think that Blue Madonna's a phony.
Well, I'm afraid that I may have led Arnold Gavin to feel that way.
Same thing. I also made it very plain to them that I'm staying at the Bellevue Stratford. In other words...
Good heavens, Johnny, if you mean what I think you do.
Yeah? Like what, Foss?
You think that one of them, the crook, will come to the hotel and try... Well, don't you see, Johnny, knowing that you're on to him, he might try to kill you.
Can you think of a better way to bring him out in the open?
Johnny...
Come on, let's get back to the hotel. And wait.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
After all, there was no reason to drag Foster any further into this mess, although I knew he'd be game to see it through. So I paid him for all his expenses. That's item 7, $151 even, and sent him on back to Sarasota. Item 8, 10 cents for a phone call to Sergeant Jerry Hawkins at police headquarters. About mid-afternoon, he called me back.
Boy, did you ever start a riot.
Well, what'd you find out for me about Gavin and Holland?
Well, Holland's just a lazy kid that's been trying to live off his relatives all his life.
And Gavin?
Okay, so far as we know. But listen, you seen the papers?
No.
The story about that phony painting is on every wire service in the country. All you can see in the headlines is that name Bardot. And I don't mean Bridget. Johnny, you and that Foster Harmon ought to collect a publicity fee.
Are you holding Gavin or Holland?
Well, what on? Sure, the boys have questioned both of them, but unless we can show some evidence that one of them pulled the switch. Johnny, you got any ideas?
Yeah, Jerry. Suddenly, I think maybe I have.
Well, then start talking so I can make a pitch.
No, I don't think you will.
What do you mean, if you know who did it?
Well, I didn't say that. But, Jerry, I've got a hunch, a real potent one. And if it's right...
Yeah?
Well, read tomorrow's papers.
Huh?
Item 9, half a buck for an evening paper and a tip for the bellboy who brought it up to me. Yeah, the sergeant was right. This was the most free advertising any artist has had in years. Prices on genuine Bardots were skyrocketing. As for the fake Blue Madonna, I put in a fast call for Paris. But before the operator could get it through... Yeah?
Arnold Gavin, Mr. Dollar.
Well, Mr. Gavin...
Do you see what has happened? Have you seen the papers?
I sure have.
And the police have closed my shop, my galleries.
Can you blame them?
But don't you understand? I've had offers of up to $30,000 for the Madonna. I've received wires offering me nearly $20,000 for the other Bardot, the real one.
No kidding.
Well, I'll show you how much I'm kidding. I've cabled Bardot to paint some more for me. Paint anything. Don't you see? After all this publicity, we'll make $1 million.
So it was you that rigged this whole thing, huh, Gavin?
I, Mr. Holland? Why, of course not.
Sure, to raise the price of some of your lousy paintings.
Why, how can you say that? You who gave me that copy.
Expert, huh? You trying to tell me you didn't know that was a copy?
No. It was only this morning when the authority from Sarasota, when I called in the people from the museum here in Philadelphia. Do you know what they said?
What? And it better be good.
They said the only one who could have made that copy.
Wait a minute.
The only artist in the world who could have possibly...
Hold it. Hold everything. Holland, you said you got that painting from your uncle's estate.
That's right. It was willed to me.
Where did your uncle get it?
Why, Well, listen.
I'm listening.
Dollar, that Madonna was smuggled into it.
Smuggled?
That's right.
But by whom?
Well, believe it or not.
I think I can tell you who. And if this is my call to Paris, well, maybe I can even tell you where he is now. Johnny Dollar.
This is your dear and faithful friend, Le Chagris.
Good. Now listen.
And for the information I can give you this time, you will have to pay me a vast sum of money.
You're about to tell me that the Blue Madonna was smuggled into Paris by none other than the artist himself.
What's this?
By Vincent Bardot.
Exactly. So that should be worth it, but how did you know?
All right. All I want to know now is where is he? You know.
He's not in Paris.
Where is he? For $100? 150?
300.
Oh, for that much I'll find out for myself. Goodbye.
No.
Okay, 200 or I hang up on you.
Well, only for you, my best, my oldest friend.
Where?
He is aboard a plane for the United States.
I might have guessed it.
He has the Madonna Bleu with him. He received the cable this morning.
Great. I'll send you a check. You hear any of that, Mr. Gavin? Holland?
Well, yes, but I'm afraid I don't understand.
Oh, I sure don't.
Then maybe this call will help you.
Headquarters?
Sergeant Jerry Hawkins.
Yes, sir? Sergeant Hawkins.
You can have the boys in New York pick him up or wait for his plane to arrive here in Philadelphia.
Johnny.
If you're sure you really have any charges against him.
What?
Yeah, he's on his way in from Paris. The guy who painted the copy of the Blue Madonna. Or maybe this is really the original over here.
Huh?
Well, at any rate, he'll have the other copy with him. So do you want to tell the papers or shall I?
Look, will you make sense?
Oh, and his name is Bardot.
Bardot?
That's right, Vincent Bardot. Well?
You mean that he painted two of them?
Sure, with probably something like this in mind.
But I can't
And
believe...
look what it's done for him. Put him on the map. Anything he paints now will net him a fortune. And I don't think you'll suffer particularly either, Mr. Gavin.
Well, no.
As for you, Holland, well, you'll get a lot more than you thought for that painting of yours.
Man, what a fast.
Sure. But you know something?
What, Mr. Dollar?
I just wonder if Le Chagris was in on this thing with him from the beginning.
Le Chagris?
So help me, I wouldn't put it beyond him. Sure he was in with Bardot. And probably collecting plenty from him. Anyhow, the insurance company isn't out anything. But I hope they'll be a lot more careful the next time they insure a painting. Any so-called original. Expense account total, including $400 for Le Chagris, the hotel, and the trip back to Hartford, $620 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were G. Stanley Jones, Forrest Lewis, Harry Bartell, Joseph Kearns, Bert Holland, and Byron Kane. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
George Reed here.
Huh? Hey, now listen, George. If Floyd's of England keeps handing me cases, how can I work for the other insurance companies?
Well, what I'm calling about this time isn't really a case.
So what, as long as the company pays my expense account and maybe a nice little fee to boot?
Fee?
Sure.
Well, I'm not even certain you'll need an expense account.
Oh, then now, wait a minute.
Johnny, I think you'd better come over here to my office so that we can talk about this.
Well, I don't want to sound chintzy, George, but a cab to your place will cost me over $1.
Oh, well, that can go on the expense account, of course.
Good. Then as long as we've established the expense account for this thing, whatever it is, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Well, now, there's no hurry, Johnny, so just take your time.
Huh?
I said take your time about getting here.
Yeah? I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the intriguing adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the cautious celibate matter. Wait a minute. Over the phone, George Reed did not tell me what he wanted me for. Also, he very plainly said not to hurry. Item one, $1.20. No, make it $1.50 for a taxi down to his office.
Go right in, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Reed's expecting you.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, come in, Johnny.
Yeah.
As I tried to tell you on the phone, there was no reason to rush over.
Oh, yeah, I got the message, George. That's why I did rush.
Oh, well, sit down.
Sure. Well?
Cigarette?
No, thanks. I'll smoke one of my own.
Oh, sure. But here, let me give you a light.
Okay.
Honey, I filled this thing just this morning.
Here, give it to me.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure I can think it'd work.
Well, what is this, George? Some kind of a stall? Oh, here, give me.
Well,
As for me, I don't think you were trying.
I guess I didn't flick it hard enough.
Yeah. Now, what's on your mind?
Well, you got back from that assignment out in Oklahoma sooner than I expected, from that town with the unlikely name of Bum Spung.
Well, it's really the name of Durango Laramie Delhart's ranch. Crazy old character, but I like it.
Bum Spung. Now, what can a name like that possibly mean?
Are you kidding? You told me yourself the other day, just before I went out there.
Oh? Did I?
Well, of course you did. It's an old Indian name. Means bum, means bad spring, bad water.
Oh, of course. You, cleaned up everything out there?
What's the matter with you, George? Didn't you read the report I handed in with my expense account?
Well, I sort of glanced over it, but you're coming back so soon, and with Durango's pretty niece out there, Carol Dalhart.
Oh? What about Carol?
Didn't I, kind of get the impression that Durango would like to have you marry her?
Well, you should have. Every time I get within spitting distance of Oklahoma, I expect him to shove a shotgun at my back, and, well, that's why I left there in such a hurry.
Oh?
Sure, right after settling that insurance matter. Only it was for Durango's old pal, Sidewinder Wilson. Another character.
Yes, Durango was here in Hartford, but Carol was there, wasn't she?
Yeah, she certainly was. And, George, I'd love to have stuck around a while, to be with her. But when I got word that Durango was about to get back there, that he was bringing along a preacher, well, brother, I took off.
Why, Johnny?
Why? Well, let's face it, George. I'm afraid I'm a confirmed celibate.
Well, at least you say you are. But, aren't you rather fond of Carol Dalhart?
Well, I've told you, she's a living doll. She's tall, dark, and very beautiful. She's intelligent. She has a lot of spark, a lot of spunk, too, and a wonderful sense of humor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, to put it bluntly, Carol has everything. Everything a man could possibly want. And, George, when I take that gal in my arms...
Why don't you marry her, Johnny? Confirmed bachelor, eh? You don't sound like it.
No. Sometimes when I think about her, I don't feel like it.
Well, then?
No. Let's stop talking about it.
Why?
Because, George, I'm not marrying. Not Carol or anyone else. At least, not right now.
Someday, perhaps?
Not now.
Best years of your life, Johnny. And with someone like her.
George, I've made up my mind about this whole thing, and that's that.
Yes, but I'll bet if she were to walk in here suddenly...
I said, cut it out, please. And listen, what difference does it make to you? What business is it of yours?
Well, of course, it wouldn't hurt me a bit from the standpoint of client relationship.
Huh?
And after all, Durango is a mighty good client.
You mean to say you've been giving me this big marriage build-up just... George, so help me, I ought to wring your neck.
Oh, well, now, Johnny...
But come on now, you've been stalling around long enough.
Stalling?
Yes, stalling. Now, what did you want to see me about?
Well, actually, it's about Durango. Johnny, he asked me to have you come here.
What for?
And to keep you here.
What?
Yes, until he can arrive.
You mean Durango's on his way here?
Well, he thought of asking you to fly out to Bum Spung again, but he was afraid you wouldn't.
George, can't you see what this means? Can't you see why he's coming here? And probably with that shotgun I mentioned.
Oh, now, Johnny.
No, sir, George. When old Durango gets here, you tell him...
Hi there,
Huh?
Reuben. Where is he?
Durango.
Ain't that Johnny Dollar got here yet?
Wait, the fire escape.
What did you say?
Oh, yes. Well, then I'll go right in.
Johnny, wait!
Tell him I left town.
No, wait, listen!
Well, where is he?
Durango.
Hi there, Georgie. Where's he at?
The window.
You mean went out the window?
Yes.
Dollar! Johnny! You come back here, Johnny! You hear me? I said come back here!
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Cautious Celibate Matter.
Needless to say, when that wild old character, Durango Laramie Delhart, started shooting at me in the window of the office building, well, I really made time down that fire escape. And I didn't stick around to see how he was going to square himself with the police. Because before I could even reach the nearest corner, a couple of prowl cars pulled up in front of Floyd's of England and out piled half a dozen cops, all pulling their guns. No, sir. I grabbed a taxi. That's item 2, and it comes to $5 even for the fastest ride I could get to my apartment. Because Durango's presence in Hartford can mean only one thing. Yes, sir. He was still obsessed with the idea that I should marry his niece, Carol Dalhart. Sure, I care a lot for Carol. Maybe even love her, I don't know. And I know that she likes me a lot.
But I also know that neither of us is going to be railroaded into marriage by old Durango. Yet there couldn't be any other reason for his coming here. So I dragged out a couple of handbags and proceeded to pack them well. Then item 3, another dime for a phone call.
George Reed here.
So what happened, George? The cops haul him off and throw him into the clink?
Durango?
Who else?
Johnny, this man is unbelievable. It's fantastic.
Huh?
I don't know how he worked it, how much it cost him. And, of course, as always, he came here loaded with money. Thousands, Johnny.
Yeah? Well?
But the police didn't even take those 6 guns away from him.
Oh, brother, all the more reason why I'm getting out of here.
Yes, Durango still thinks he's living in the old days of the wild and woolly West when the only... What? You're leaving?
Oh, you bet your life I am, and I'm putting all the costs of transportation on expense account.
Well, now listen.
After all, it was you who got me into this whole thing.
Listen to me. Where are you going?
What do you think I tell you? You're in cahoots with this wild old man, this trying to get me to marry his niece.
But, Johnny, if you and Carol love each other...
So what? Do you think we want him to force us into it?
Oh, well, now, look. Suppose we...
Yeah? Oh, come on, George. I'm in a hurry. George!
Are you in your apartment, Johnny?
That's right, but not for any longer than... Why do you ask that?
You stay right there, Johnny.
Durango.
You just stay right there. I'm coming right over. I gotta talk to you, young feller, and that ain't all. You hear me, Johnny?
California, here I come. Thanks to the late hour, I was able to get a plane without any trouble, though I half expected to see Durango come tearing out to the field with those crazy 6 guns blazing before we took off. Incidentally, I used the name of Bailey when I grabbed my ticket, just in case. Oh, and incidentally, George, item 4 is a $146.85 ticket to Los Angeles. It's on my American Express credit card, but believe me, brother, I'm collecting from you. You may have to pay for a lot of travel before I'm through with this thing.
This is the pilot speaking. We'll be landing in Chicago in about 10 minutes. Weather is clear, the moon is bright, and ground temperature is 52 degrees.
Is there a Mr. Johnny Dollar on board? A Mr. Johnny Dollar. I don't have him listed among the passengers, but is there a Mr. Johnny Dollar on board?
Stewardess.
Yes, Mr. Bailey, isn't it?
This Johnny Dollar you're asking for, a friend of mine. I guess he missed the flight.
Yes, I guess he must have.
Anything important for him?
Well, just a radio message.
Well, as I say, I'm a good friend of his, so why don't you let me see that message, and perhaps I can, well, you know.
Oh, no, sir. I'm terribly sorry, but that would be against regulation.
Well, what if it's anything important?
I'm sorry, but thank you just the same. Fasten your seatbelt, please.
Yeah, sure. When we landed in Chicago, I was tempted to grab a telephone, call George Reed, and ask him if Durango had given up the chase. For I knew that by now George must have realized he'd have to be on my side in this whole silly business. But during the stopover, I didn't even risk leaving the plane. Finally, we took off again, and I managed to sleep for a while. But all I could dream about was Durango chasing me. Through streets and alleys, across the plains, on foot, on horseback, in a car, a boat, a train, and all the time firing those handguns at me. Wild, fantastic dreams. By the time we got to Los Angeles, I was a physical, mental wreck. But I knew that for the time being, at least, I was clear of Durango. So, after picking up my bags, I elbowed my way through the crowd to the taxi stand. Excuse me, please. Pardon me, ma'am. Sorry. Thank you. Taxi! Taxi! Hey, taxi!
Here you are, Johnny. I hired this here now fancy limousine for you and me.
Huh?
Say, you ought to took one of them new jet flights like I done.
Durango.
Would have got you here a lot quicker.
Durango, listen.
Well, Sir Johnny, I finally catched up with you, didn't I?
Durango.
Well, Sir Johnny, I finally catched up with you, didn't I?
Yeah, I guess you did.
Well, you're the slipperiest young maverick I ever did see. Now, heist yourself up in this here now fancy limousine that I hired for you.
Okay, Durango, whatever. Huh?
Huh? What's the matter?
Look, that man.
Where?
The other side of your car.
Hasn't he got a gun there?
Well, I have, so I'll soon find out. You wait here, Johnny.
Oh, sure. I dropped my bags and tore back onto the passenger ramp. By jumping over a fence, I was able to climb on board an airliner that was about to leave. By flashing my credentials at the stewardess, I kept her from throwing me off, and in a couple of minutes we were in the air. Yes, sir, and headed for Portland, Oregon. The plane fare is item 5, 5620. And to prove I'm not kidding about the company paying my expenses on this wild trip, item 6 is $425 for my 2 leather handbags and all the clothes I'd packed in them. So what happened at Portland? You won't believe it. But Durango was there and waiting for me. Sure, he chartered a plane, and because of the stops that my flight made along the way, he got there first. But I saw him in time.
Johnny, here I am! Over here, Johnny!
By jumping another fence and doing 100 yards in something like 9 seconds flat, I managed to find a taxi stand. Item 7, $35 for a wild ride through the streets of Portland, because I knew that somewhere in back of us, Durango was in hot pursuit. We finally ended up at a private airstrip out north of town. Item 8, $200 for the plane I chartered. And I told the pilot just to go anywhere. But according to regulations, he had to report his course and destination. So I knew that sooner or later, Durango, who's nobody's fool, and more important with all his money, would be on my tail again. I racked my brain trying to figure out some way, trying to think of someone who could possibly... Yeah, someone. And then it occurred to me. There was someone. Sure, of course. The one person in the world who was in the same spot I was. Sure, it could be like walking into a lion's den. But item 9, a total of $114. Plane, bus, train, and rental car. First to Enid, Oklahoma, then north to the broken-down little ranch at Bum Spong. And yep, Carol was there. That lovely, loving Carol. Oh, easy, gal, easy.
You don't like to be kissed?
Oh, I do.
Johnny.
Well, I love it, honey, and you'd know it. But listen, has Durango been here?
Oh, Johnny, I don't know where that old goot went.
Yeah, well, I do. He went to Hartford.
Hartford?
Yeah, Hartford, gunning for me. That crazy old man is so set on having us get married, Carol.
Well,
that he...
sure he is, but to go all the way to... Well, now, that's just carrying things too far.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I mean, if he thinks that by waving a 6-gun around... Listen, Johnny Dollar, I'm real gone on you. You know that.
Well, yeah, and I think you know how I feel about
but that doesn't mean that just because old Durango wants it that way, we've got to get hitched up together.
No.
At least not right away. So if he thinks he can shotgun you and me and...
Oh, no.
Durango!
I knowed he'd be coming back to you, Carol, so now we really celebrate.
Durango, you crazy coyote! Now, Durango, you stop that. You put down that gun and listen to me.
Well, he's going to marry you, ain't he? Well, ain't he?
No, Durango.
No?
No, at least... Well, not now. And in spite of the way you've chased me all the way across the country.
Yes, Durango.
Well, sure I chased you, but not on account of Carol, Johnny.
Huh?
Well, sure. I hope all the time that sometime you and her will get married up together.
Well, then?
But I give up trying to force you kids doing it.
Huh?
Well, I just figure when you're ready, well, then you will.
But going to Hartford and chasing me that way.
Huh? Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Well, that wasn't nothing, Johnny. It's just that when you was out here last week and you kept my old pal Sidewinder Wilson from getting murdered... you know, Sidewinder's my oldest pal, Johnny, my best friend.
Yeah, that's true, Johnny.
And when you passed on the word that he was the one that found out about that killer, well, Johnny, well, you know now, he's the new chief of police down there at Fairweather.
Yeah, well, bully for him, but I still don't see...
So you being so good to him, I just wanted you to know I appreciate it. So, what I went to Hartford for was to give you this.
Holy.
Some of them's a bit dirty, crumpled up, and got some... But when I counted right, there ought to be $10,000. There you are.
Gee, Durango.
Well, Durango, Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you don't have to say nothing, Johnny. Just enjoy it. But are you sure you wouldn't like me to have the preacher come up from Enid and no, I guess not. But God bless you anyhow, boy.
This time I did stay over for a couple of days. Yeah, and if I ever do take the leap... The expense account? Well, George, I'll still argue with you about it, but that's all. And the total? $1,053.45. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a string of holdups, and behind them all is... Well, why don't you listen, find out for yourself. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Gene Tatum, John McIntyre, and G. Stanley Jones. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
See How He Runs on Suspense is next on the CBS Radio Network.